Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Zero Hour. Welcome back to another live stream. Today we're going to have SiZe against Reznov for an Air Mirror tournament that is going on. This tournament has $1,000 up for grabs. Winner takes all. This is not obviously the grand final. I think we're actually only on round 1 or 2. I will put the stuff on the screen right now, so hopefully you can see. Hopefully this works. Sometimes it puts the wrong screen, but hopefully that's going to work. It is going to work. This tournament is arranged on Game Replays. It's a guy called, is it Manui? I actually thought his name was Wind Beach or Windback or something like that. Let's see. Where? Oh yeah, Wind Beachman. $1,000 this Air Mirror tournament, and maybe I should have put that in the title. $1,000 Air Mirror tournament. I might actually add that. Yeah, we've got SiZe versus Reznov, aka basketball here. And it's round number 1 actually. Yeah, round number 1. Quite an intense round number 1. I do think SiZe is favorite, and I think probably a lot of people in the stream tonight will be picking SiZe to win. Let me know if that's you, or are you picking Mr. Reznov to be the winner here. We're 1 minute from kickoff. And yeah, basically SiZe versus basketball, aka Reznov. So yeah, $1,000 tournament. I am entered in this. Excal is entered in this. Daz is there. Ganja, Humanity, Hawkey's in there as well. Very good air player. We've got Excal, Blair, the Russian streamer. We have Anti-Pro in there. El Nino, Apocalypse. Quite a few strong players. Boyk is in there. Fargo's in there as well, winning against Apex today 5-0. SPL there as well, and yeah, the winner takes all in this tournament. There's going to be nothing for third place, anything like that. Worth saying though that there is a double elimination, so even if you lose one of your games here, you then still can go to the losers bracket, which is obviously down here. We've got a few people here already. Abuka, Sheed Bro, Apex, Queen Muff, Graphics. So you still got another chance. So then it's kind of weird because the loser bracket, if you win all of your games, you've got more games to go through if you obviously are a loser, but then you get another chance at the finals. The loser previously, there's like 2 finals. There's like the winners bracket final, but then you also have to then beat the, well, you have to beat 2 losers. You got to beat that loser and then this loser. So yeah. And then is there a round 10 as well? I don't know, man. I get so confused about double elimination, but yeah, there's going to be a few finals. The finals will be best of 13, but today here we're obviously on round number 1, which is best of 9, and that's it. All the games are on Tournament Desert, no bugs, no cars, so it could get a bit repetitive. It's only air only, so yeah, 62 players signed up as well, and now we're just going to see if the players are here or not, and we'll put a title on as well. Big SiZe against little Reznov. Here's the players, which is good. Big SiZe, little Reznov. I think that is pretty accurate for today's games. Tournament Delta is not the map. It's actually Tournament Desert, no bugs, no cars. This is what the sponsor specifically asked for. The spots will be random. Every game, everyone's going to play Air Mirror. There will be no other armies. Everything is played versus air. Will we see a lot of the same build orders? Probably, being the same map and the same faction. I think you can see some different build orders. Some people will be tempted to go for, well, I'll tell you some of the build orders. Obviously, power first in every build order, but then some people will be going 2 supplies and 2 airfields and going straight Raptors. Green Beast from the east is here. Excellent. Don't know. I'd say more north than east, but fine. The SiZe is going to be taking green. Yo, welcome everyone in the chat. The bot is active in case you want to interact with the bot on the chat. What are today's predictions east of Denmark? So SiZe is from Copenhagen, Denmark, for anyone who didn't know. Divine in the chat says, did not need to be reminded that I lost against Fargo. It still hurts. Okay, so Divine must be Apex. Why do people have two names? Divine, why have you got two names? It just confuses me. Where is Mr. Reznov? Okay, so yeah, we've got Reznov apparently joining now. He is online and he was warming up about an hour and a half ago. But so was SiZe, so I think, yeah, as I said before, I think SiZe is favorite here. Yeah, I do think SiZe is favorite. But there will be a few people in the chat picking Reznov. Reznov tends to be one of those people who's a little bit inconsistent. Sometimes he's putting in these really strong performances, and sometimes he kind of drops off. And like the last time he faced Boyka, remember he was massively up, and then Boyka did a complete comeback. It was kind of a little bit strange, but he says that he was distracted a bit by work and stuff. If you've watched a few streams of Reznov being involved in, a couple of times his boss just randomly turns up at his house and interrupts his games, asking for his laptop or something crazy. And a few times Reznov's getting calls and whatever. So yeah, Reznov sometimes can be distracted. As I always say, if you're gaming, especially competing against the top 0 players, you want no distractions. You want to lock yourself away in the basement or something. Unless you've got Wi-Fi. Definitely want to have a cable if you're in the basement. Make sure you have a good Wi-Fi signal. But yeah, lock yourself away, get rid of all distractions. That's when you'll play the best. If you've constantly got distractions, like there's a player sometimes I played team games with, and there's always like 3 kids like in the background whenever we play on voice chat. It's a massive distraction, and you don't want to be doing that at all. So yeah, where is Reznov? So I messaged Reznov. He's set to do not disturb on Discord, which is our main messaging place. Yeah, what are your score predictions? Yeah, we're still waiting on Reznov. He's 6 minutes late now, which is a bit weird. Maybe his boss has called him again. So yeah, after this... Oh, Reznov is coming now. Yeah, after this, we have got a 2v2 challenge lined up. Very, very high level. After these games, providing this doesn't go too long, we have a 2v2 challenge with SiZe and Ammo against Excal and Spalding, sponsored by Cyclops. And maybe, yeah, a guy called Ray might be added into it as well. But yeah, that's TBC. Might be added into the prize pool. Let's see. So yeah, Reznov here now. That's good. Reznov finally here. He's joined and accepted straight away. Keen to start. So yeah, best of 9, first to win 5 games. SiZe is very strong in air mirror. And it tends to be on, like I said before, only a couple of build orders. Like I was saying before, I got sidetracked really. 2 spies, 2 airfields, raptors. Some people maybe go, yeah. Maybe go a couple of Comanches if there's a drop early on, but the other build is like the most common build is power, and then the barracks drop 3 MDs. Some people drop the dozer or a ranger with the 3 MDs as well. And yeah, let's see what's going to happen. So we've got Big SiZe versus little Reznov. Got a big SiZe up in the top with the green USA Air Force Tournament Desert, which is where all of the games of this tournament will be played on. Down in the south, we've got Reznov with the cyan USA Air Force. Reznov is going for a drop, and SiZe likewise going for a drop. Reznov's barracks looks maybe a tiny bit quicker. Now that his power's finished, his barracks speed's right up. It's going to be like a matter of milliseconds, really. If you can land your drop and start attacking and then look back at your base, I always think that's a little bit better than the enemy doing a drop on you first and having to worry about the defense first. I think being the aggressor first, even landing it like a second earlier, I find that more advantageous. So we've got SiZe going for 2 supplies and not a drop, actually. He's gone for 1 missile defender and a couple of rangers, whereas Reznov is going to be the one going for the drop. Yeah, personally, I prefer to be more the aggressor, because here, now you might be able to stop this dozer and that severely delays. And you can also stop the collection, and you can also hit the power as well, and then a raptor can come in and finish that off later on. This dozer has been stopped, but the other dozer from the other side is now going to help out with that. There's a ranger and a missile defender chasing this. That gets laser locked and going to be chased away. But what's going on with SiZe's build? Yeah, SiZe's build, he's got 4 Chinooks going. Reznov also got 4 Chinooks. 1 dozer here might get laser locked, but this ranger is continuing the chase. I think it's still better for Reznov because he's got the vision, he's got the harassment going on here. Yes, these need micro, but SiZe also needs to chase this, which is a little bit annoying, and he's at risk of losing dozers and stuff. Meanwhile, Reznov hasn't really got to worry about anything. He can just click these MDs kind of over here. But that said, though, this drop hasn't really achieved anything. So far, anyway. And these missile defenders, yeah, might still find 1 dozer. Reznov now dropping down another airfield over here on this left-hand side. First wrap for Reznov is coming in. But the Chinooks currently are bunched up, so you want to wait a second and then strike. We've got SiZe also going for another airfield. SiZe losing 1 Chinook here. A dozer has gone down from Reznov here on the right-hand side to SiZe's wrap, and SiZe is going to hit the power as well, which means he's going to go for the power. Typical of SiZe to do that. His next raptor will come in and finish it off. SiZe going for the oils. I really think in Emerald, the first person to get the oils has a huge advantage and usually wins as long as you play it correctly. Because taking out the oils requires 3 raptors per oil. Reznov not thinking ahead and building a power in advance. The thing is about ooh, that was bad timing there for Reznov and good timing there for SiZe. The thing is about going for the early oil cap is, even though it costs quite a bit, and if it gets denied, it is still annoying. But it's delaying these wraps. The wraps are having to focus on ranges. That's the thing. You're taking away the wrap shots, and now SiZe is coming in with 4 King Raptors already, and this airfield is completely screwed. Oh wow, this is why SiZe is the king. This is why SiZe, for many years at least, was the king of air mirrors. Reznov now in a very, very bad shape. You can't lose an airfield full like that. As long as SiZe plays it correctly now, there should be no way really Reznov can come back from this. I mean, in air mirrors, any crazy things can happen. But the problem is that SiZe is just keeping Reznov so distracted with the rangers going everywhere, capturing things. The Raptors are forced to be able to shoot the rangers capturing the oils. Then SiZe is just able to group up his Raps and just strike the airfield. That's a really good strat there from SiZe. Really, really impressed. Supply there goes down. It does require 3 Raps to take down a supply. Typically 4 to kill an airfield. I mean, unless you've got upgrades and veterancy and stuff, you might be able to get away with 3. But typically, yeah, you want to use 4 for an airfield and 3 for a supply. Reznov continuing to hit the Chinooks, and he has killed a fair few Chinooks, but the problem is, it's alright killing the money, but when you've got a lack of airfields yourself, it does lead to problems. SiZe has still been denied all the oils, but he's actually on a 3rd supply as well. So yeah, Reznov is going to get back onto a 2nd airfield, but he's only on 1 supply at the moment. He is trying to get his own oil, but that oil is actually taking a bit of a beating. SiZe actually expanding to another supply here in the mid. Firearm in the chat says, or Vinayak says in the chat, Reznov had to spend money on an extra Chinook which will delay his first wrap. No, that's wrong. He didn't. They both built 4 wraps. Sorry, they both built 4 Chinooks. It's just that one of Reznov's 4 Chinooks was on the other side of the map doing a drop, and then he put it back. He didn't build an extra one. The amount of wraps could take out the CC, you know, and Reznov currently has no supply. Yeah, Reznov's in a bad shape. This was just an excellent build by SiZe, executed perfectly. This airfield now is dead. Oh, missed target there from SiZe. What was he doing? SiZe trying to mess around a little bit too much. He still takes it out anyway, and he's still going to win anyway. Reznov trying to put in a bit of a fight here. But is Reznov going to think now... is he going to have to try and do something a little bit crazy? Yeah, sending that first Chinook across the map to do a drop. Yes, it delays your economy a bit, but it doesn't delay the first and probably second wrap getting out at all. That's why it's pretty much the most popular build order, but SiZe just pretty much literally hard countered it. The drop literally got nothing done. And then SiZe was already trying to capture the oils. That just kept Reznov busy and just spiraled out of control from there. So if you're Reznov now, what would you do to adapt your build to combat that of SiZe? It looked pretty solid. I think you could still probably do the same, but the drop has to be more effective. You have to stop the dozer. Ideally, you want to stop both dozers and maybe start hitting the power. Maybe that's what he should have done when he realized he wasn't going to be able to stop the airfield. Maybe he should have started shooting the power. That's what I've seen a lot of people do. Because the Rangers were kind of at the back, so you could have start hitting that. I mean, maybe we're counting Reznov out a little bit too soon, but in my opinion here, I don't think he can win. SiZe... Oh, SiZe is on a limited amount of Chinooks, actually. He's only got 1 here, I suppose. 2 there. Reznov actually does have this oil. But what does Reznov have? He got 1 wrap. And yeah, that's got to be your game. There's no airfields now for Reznov. Reznov has a couple of pilots and a couple of Rangers. And this wrap is going to fall to its death. GG by Reznov, GG by SiZe. Yeah, the problem is now, and it's not an easy answer, what do you do to counter that build order that SiZe just did? There's probably very few people in 0 that's got a decent answer for that. Yo, Macaulay Wilmot, welcome, man. Okay, let's update the score. We've got big SiZe now on 1. Starting this with flying colors, really, was he under any threat throughout any of that game at all? I'd probably say no. Yes, he lost a fair few Chinooks and Reznov kept on top of the economy, but Reznov basically was always an airfield down. He was always chasing the oil capture, stuff like that. So yeah, very few mistakes there from SiZe. Yeah, quite impressed, to be honest. Quite impressed. I think maybe that drop from Reznov could achieve more. Should have done a better, faster drop maybe on the dozer. But I think SiZe already had it lined up, really, to swap the dozers over to start building the airfield. SiZe very smart, very smart. So yeah, what is Reznov going to do this time to change things up? Is he going to stick with the same 3 MDs? Is he going to go 2 airfields? Is SiZe going to change it up? I think SiZe will change it up. I think now SiZe will do a drop. SiZe is one of them players that does keep that does change things up. He'll keep you guessing, that's for sure. So I'm expecting a different build now from SiZe. So now we've got Reznov down in the south once again, actually. South position. It's always random spots, but yeah, Reznov's had the south spot twice. Do you prefer the south spot or do you prefer the north spot? Do you think there's any difference? So we've got Reznov down in the south for the Cyan USA Air Force, and up in the north, also with the USA Air Force, we've got big SiZe with the green. Called himself the Beast from the east. I would say more from the north, to be honest, because he is from Denmark. I don't really class that as east. Kind of northern or central Europe. Reznov's second supply here, quite slow, whereas SiZe is pretty much already on the 2 supplies already. That one's only just building, whilst that one's on 99% already. SiZe is now changing it up. He is going for 3 MD drop, and he's got a few ranges as well. The problem with this build, with the few ranges, is you don't have enough for that 4th Chinook. So now SiZe is delaying his build. Only got 1 Chinook there, and 1 Chinook here. That's 3 in total. If you still want to get the 4 Chinooks out, you have to do a 3 MD drop, no ranges. So Reznov now getting laser locked here. His rangers are out of position. He's already taken a lot of damage here on the Chinook and no longer collecting there. And now SiZe is hitting the power. This is what you want to drop to do. He's already delaying the harassment. Sorry, delaying the collection. The Chinook here has been brought back at the end too prematurely. And the power is going to go down. So this is very, very bad for Reznov. SiZe wants to finish this off. But does Reznov want to put his Chinook over it? Oh, he keeps trying to bring it back. Is he going to save this power? I don't think so. Even if the missile defenders don't kill it, the first wrap will. Here's a missile defender now from Reznov. Just going to go forward and laser lock a dozer. Nicely played. Reznov got... Oh, no, that's SiZe's ranger, actually. He wants to get that. And the Chinook here has gone down. This one's already low as well. So, yeah, advantage SiZe straight away. Ooh, but SiZe is only on now 2 Chinooks. Remember, because he delayed his build because he made too many ranges. I would say, why did he even make the ranges in the first place, to be honest? Because he didn't see any missile defenders being produced by Reznov, so I think that's a bit of a mistake there from SiZe, actually. Why would you delay your Chinooks to start making ranges if you haven't seen any MDs being built? But it might be because he's done his drone over here. He didn't necessarily see what might be why it's a good idea to do the drone on the CC, actually. Another Chinook there for Reznov, going to go down. We've got a Raptor here as well, and another Chinook there going to go down. This is a Reznov power plant built over here. Reznov now only on 2 Chinooks, and SiZe going to lose 2 over here as well. He's got 2 more, though. Capture upgrade not in play. Oh, it is for Reznov, actually. It is for Reznov, and Reznov is actually sending his stuff to the oils as well. Both players still on 1 airfield. Comanche is now out, actually, from Reznov. I think this is Reznov's best chance, or the best he's been looking so far. I know we're still early days, but this is looking pretty good, and the Rap's now going to come in. That's $1,200 loss there. Only killed the Ranger, really. He could have put the Ranger there and a Ranger there, so that the Raptor would have had a harder time dealing with it. And Reznov is actually going to get this all over here. And I think even if SiZe kills that barracks, still more Rangers are going to spawn. Here comes 2 more Raptors now from Reznov. Looking pretty good for Reznov. And, ooh. Okay, 1 low. SiZe's economy isn't looking great, you know. And I suppose neither's Reznov's. But Reznov is probably going to get an oil. He doesn't get this one. It gets denied. SiZe is on top of that, but this Chinook goes down, and now SiZe is on 1 Chinook, Reznov on 1 Chinook. But the SiZe's problem is he's got to worry about the Rangers getting the oils all the time. SiZe now rebuilding some Chinooks. He's now on 3. Another power going up for Reznov. The problem is with SiZe is killing these buildings that are close to the oils. The Rangers then can be used to get the oil again, so then SiZe is under more pressure to stop the oils again. Ooh, power gets stopped. Chinook gonna go down. The reason he did the airfield under here is so sometimes the point defense lasers actually help and support the... Oh, wow. Do you see that? That was epic. How it made both of them so low like that. Quite a rare sight, actually. Reznov now wanting to capture this oil. Is SiZe gonna deny it once again? If he lets that get captured... Yeah, he kills it. Unless it get captured, it's going to be bad news for SiZe. But SiZe at the moment, notice he's not building any dozers or anything. He's just literally controlling this 1 airfield and rebuilding his Chinooks. That's all he's doing. Reznov, what he might want to do, actually, to force SiZe to make a dozer is to actually hit the power. He'll knock his radar offline. But the problem is for Reznov now, he has no Chinooks at all. Reznov has 1 oil. But because that Rap there is vetted, even 2 of them have brought it nearly down to death, actually. Maybe what Reznov wants to do is get his Chinooks, get his Raps ready together, because he's got 4, I think. No, maybe he's got 3 actually. But if he gets 4, he can just hit the airfield, and SiZe likewise could hit the airfield as well. Both players are running on 1 airfield. But the problem is now for Reznov that these 4 are now grouped up. SiZe hasn't finished that oil, but these 4 Raps now are going to threaten this airfield. And if that airfield goes down, surely Reznov is dead. Reznov is... No! How close is that? Reznov needs to make a dozer and start repairing that. If you lose that airfield, the problem is now, like, are these reloading? Like, why is Reznov now not countering with that exact same strat? He's now making a dozer, but I think that airfield's going to die in a second. But Reznov has 4 wraps out, so when SiZe misses his shot like that, that's when you want to gather them together and then go and shoot SiZe's airfield. If SiZe loses that airfield, this game, that is it. Oil goes down. Here comes the wraps again. Oh, baby. Ah, it's gone down, but the wraps have taken off, though. Well, 2 of them have. One of them did go down. I think Reznov reacted a little bit slow there with the dozer, but I think he's low power, actually. So maybe he did click it, but the dozer just took ages. Reznov now on 1 oil. Can go down very, very quick. But I definitely think Reznov is missing a trick by not gathering his wraps and hitting the airfield. I think it's a bit late now because he's only got 2. But earlier, he had 4 wraps for a while. Reznov now trying to build 2 airfields. This Chinook here has gone down, and SiZe is being harassed by the occasional ranger here and there. There's another ranger here, a missile defender here. Could maybe start chipping away at the airfield with the missile defender, and then try and finish it with 2, maybe. He's hitting the building. It's keeping SiZe busy, I suppose, but yeah, notice SiZe is running on low power as well, actually. But he doesn't really need to build anything else, does he? He's just running on these. This is a bit of a weird game, to be honest. A bit of a weird game. But yeah, how many wraps has SiZe got in the air now? He's got 3 here, but some of them are vetted. Ooh! Another building saved by 0% HP. That definitely needs repairing fast, because another raptor on the way. It needs blocking. It's not going to get blocked. If Reznov loses that, can he win? I don't know, because he's got $750. And he's got a Vet 2 wrap from it as well. Oh, man. Unless Reznov now hits that airfield. Nah, it should be game, because Reznov... Oh, no, Reznov has another supply, doesn't he? Of course he does. Is SiZe now going to hit that airfield? Sorry, hit the supply. I'm mixing everything up today. Yeah. So yeah, SiZe has switched from just hitting the Chinooks. He's not interested in hitting the Chinooks. He now wants to hit the supplies. But the problem is he just missed his shot there. He actually fired a load of missiles. Ooh, he's hit the power in the end. He fired a load of missiles and they got blocked by a load of Chinooks as they were all in the way. Reznov now hitting the dozer, but the point defense lasers were blocking it. Dozer does go down. Tried to hit the Comanche, but the point defense lasers of the other wraps blocked it. Comanche does go down. And yeah, these rangers, where do they keep coming from? He's just using them from the buildings, just literally sending them across the map and just capturing stuff. This SiZe still running on 1 airfield. It's not much change going on in SiZe's base, to be honest. But yeah, Reznov, he's on 4 Chinooks, only 1 supply. Here comes the wraps again, and that's got to be the airfield. GG. I don't think once we've seen Reznov hit the airfield. I don't think he's attempted it, and he's also killing the power very late as well. And even now, he's coming in. What's he doing now? Where are they shooting? Was that shooting the dozer, or was that shooting the airfield? Whatever it was, every single missile there got defended, so I think this is good game. Notice what SiZe does with these Comanches, by the way. He's very, very good at putting the Comanche basically over the top of the airfield. So I think what he does, he clicks there. Because you can actually click it there. So if you get the Comanche and click there, it's actually ground. Then when it dies, like that, it took a load of damage to the airfield, see? And it's going to take a little bit more now. All the missile defender shots actually hit the airfield. Now the wraps come in and finish it off. Very, very pro move that SiZe is using every single game in Air Mirror. I think the only way SiZe can lose now is if he gets his CC captured and his airfield captured. Here comes a Spectre now for SiZe. It's going to try to be repaired, the supply, but I don't think it's going to save it. SiZe does get more XP from that kill as well. Here comes the A10. Kills the power. Needs to rebuild that power ASAP. If he gets to level 3 as well, he can even things up. Spectre could easily kill that airfield and even things up. Could even hit it between and actually kill both of them things. Yeah, Reznov's still in it, but just not looking that great. SiZe is really on top of this defense. And every ranger, by the way, it's like, what, 20... It's 41. Ooh. It's like, what is it, like between 20 and 30 XP? So this is helping SiZe get his XP up, even though it is a harassment and it is annoying. Every ranger that goes down is just more XP there for SiZe, which all helps in terms of him getting... Let's look at the XP difference now. He's basically double. And here comes another airfield kill, and there was Raps landed there as well. I mean, if Reznov can just hold on until he gets level 3, if he can use the Spectre between them two buildings, he's in with a really, really good chance. But, what, like, where is this Rap going to shoot? What's it going to do? See, some of his Raps are just coming in singly by himself, doing absolutely nothing. Maybe it would have been better going on that side, hitting that, or maybe even hanging around to shoot this Comanche or anything, but just doing a wasted shot is a complete waste. Look at all the XP building up from those ranger kills. SiZe now collecting from the mid. I think even if Reznov gets to level 3 now, which is even debatable even if he will make it that far, even if he shot between there now and killed those two buildings, he's still got 2 other airfields, and SiZe has been on 1 airfield the whole game and still winning. So yeah, what good is that really going to do? GG there from Reznov. Sadly did not work out for him. That time he goes to the defensive build. SiZe went for the more offensive one, which is the 3MD drop. But still didn't work out for little Reznov. 2-0 for big SiZe. See, I was predicting a SiZe win today. I'm not sure about Reznov's air mirror. I think he's doing good and doing solid, but he needs to have an elite play, really, if you're going to take down SiZe. And, yeah, what is Reznov going to do this time? Is he going to change things up? Is he going to try something similar? Is SiZe going to revert back to his defensive style, or is he going to try something crazy? Combat Chinook, are we going to see a Combat Chinook? It could be a possibility. Try and close down the airfield really quick with the Combat Chinook rush. Can work sometimes, very risky. So yeah, we've got Reznov down in the south with the USA Air Force in the Cyan Killer. Up in the north, we've got big SiZe with the green USA Air Force. Of course, every game in this tournament is going to be air mirror, and always on Tournament Desert. I don't know whether it should always be on Tournament Desert, or whether it should be on something different. Just like, even if it is just one of the map, you know, it's just not the same thing over and over and over again. I do like this. What Reznov's doing is doing it very, very close, so the Chinooks are always tend to be more together. So when a Raptor comes in, it's got more chance of hitting 2 Chinooks PDLs, which are the point defense lasers, and then there's less chance that the Chinook will die. So Reznov actually just going for a 1 MD this time, and he's going to hit the spy drone. He's not over-investing in MDs or anything like that. He's just done 1 to hit the spy drone, and then SiZe thinks this is a drop coming in. SiZe this time has actually gone for 4 ranges in his base. And that has allowed him actually to still make 4 Chinooks. Yeah, he's got 4 Chinooks. But is he getting the capture upgrade? I don't think so yet. I think if we watch his cash, when he gets to 1300, if it goes to 300, then I think he will have purchased it. Let's see, does he get it now? No, he's dropped down another airfield actually first. Okay, now he's built another Rap. I'm trying to figure out what point he's getting the capture upgrade, because it's an important decision. Do you get it too early and potentially lose because you've got less Raptors out, or do you get it a little bit later on? SiZe probably knows the exact time of when to get it. Let's see if his money goes down 1,000 now. It hasn't just yet. One dozer that gets picked off. SiZe now floating a little bit of cash. He's just built another Raptor. Yeah, I don't know if he's just bought in now or not, but he's got his Rangers in play. Reznov is really good at hitting the Chinooks, apparently. Yeah, there's two Chinooks gone down there. Going Reznov's way so far, maybe. Reznov now making another dozer. There's a Ranger over here and a Ranger here from Reznov. But yeah, the Chinooks here have been more hit from Reznov. Reznov actually has 4 still in play. Some people, what they do is actually make extra Chinooks in advance. So if you know the enemy is going to go for the Chinooks, make 3. Because then they all bunch up and they're really hard to kill. Okay, nice hit there from Reznov. Not only did he kill the Chinooks, but then when SiZe has remade him, he's then hit the supply instead. So yeah, I like that from Reznov. Reznov definitely playing a little bit better here, I think. And is he taking the lead here? Potentially. SiZe has actually not gone for the capture upgrade as early as before. I think it would have benefited him more if he'd have gone for the capture upgrade earlier, because he probably would have had this one by now. He's had 2 Rangers here. SiZe now coming in. SiZe lost his power, actually. SiZe looking a little bit weaker here, I think, than Reznov. Here come the 3. Ooh! SiZe is weird, because sometimes he literally hits... He literally shoots at 1 wrap. Like, he missed that. That was a big miss there by SiZe. I think maybe was SiZe getting a little bit overconfident here, maybe because he's 1-2 already. But SiZe definitely looking a lot weaker here. He defended his dozer there against the hit. He's got his Rangers here ready to capture, but they haven't got the capture upgrade. So Reznov, what damage has he really taken? He's lost 1 Chinook. His power hasn't gone down. I think he's lost a couple of dozers. There's no real damage. Hasn't lost any wraps, any airfields. Hasn't lost his power. Yeah, so Reznov now coming in. Oh, that's game. That has to be game. Unless SiZe gets the capture upgrade, which he's probably going to be forced to now, and get the oils. That's his only way back in. SiZe is actually hitting the airfields, but again, another miss there from SiZe. Another wrap coming in to finish it off. You do need 4, like I said. Here comes the 4th. Is Reznov just going to carry on flying around there, though? It's micro-intensive because you've got to keep setting the path. Oh, I think 2 wraps went down there, wasn't it? Was it 2 wraps? Yeah, GG from SiZe. He lost all of his buildings. Wow, nice build there from Reznov. He made 1 missile defender, tricked SiZe into thinking there was a 3MD drop coming, but actually Reznov just shot down the drone and spent all of his money fully on infrastructure and stuff. Didn't bother going for the drop or anything like that. Didn't have to send a Chinook over to the enemy territory. So he was collecting the whole time. And everything just went Reznov's way there. So we'll give him a bit more confidence now going into the next games. And we'll give SiZe a little bit of a kick now in thinking, hang on a minute, I can't just take my foot off the gas. I've got to keep focused here because Reznov can be dangerous. So yeah, I'm impressed with that from Reznov. To come back from a 2-0 to get yourself on the scoreboard. Sometimes if you lose the first 2, you can be like, oh, hang on a minute, is it my night tonight? Maybe it's not my night. And then before you know it, it can be 4-0 or 5-0. So, yeah, well played to Reznov there, holding it together. Strong build order. Everything went his way. Very, very decent. Okay, we've got Reznov down in the south with the USA Air Force. Again, he's in the south. He's in the south position. Should they change it a bit? Is it to do with who joins first? I don't understand why. It can't be luck of the draw. He's been in the south spot 4 times in a row. Yeah. Weird, isn't it? Maybe it is just luck of the draw. It is possible, of course. It's very unlikely that it'd be 4 times in a row, but there you go. We've got Reznov down in the south for the USA Air Force in the cyan color. Big SiZe changing it up once again. He's always varied his build slightly. I know in Emma it can be very samey, but this time he hasn't even done a barracks first. I think the first game he did an oil cap very, very quick. With like a couple of Rangers. Second game, he did a drop. Third game, he did loads of Rangers, but no oil capture. And now he has skipped his barracks altogether and got it a little bit later. Whereas Reznov is going for the more traditional build order, which is a 3MD drop, 2 supplies, airfield. You notice he's got 0 cash. That's because his build works out so efficiently. It enables you to get all 4 Chinooks and do this drop. Here comes the drop. You've got to be careful with where this lands because the dozer could get the crush. And if it crushes it entirely without getting any damage, then it probably is GG just based on that. That's how temperamental it is in the beginning, let's say. So yeah, the problem is now, even though Reznov's keeping him busy, keeping SiZe on his toes, he's only forced the Chinooks away, which the Chinooks are actually just collecting from the mid. Or is he? He's going to kill one dozer, maybe. Ooh, it doesn't even kill one dozer. It did damage the airfield there a little bit. First wrap should still be out. Firearm before suggested if you do that drop, does it delay your first wrap? The answer is no. He was floating a little bit of cash there, though. Could have probably shaved 1 second off queuing his next one up. Here comes another drop, though, from Reznov. Just keeps moving it around. But the problem is now, though, that with this wrap out, this drop is endangered. Like, if that doesn't drop right now, this wrap could just screw the whole thing. Ooh, what are you doing, Reznov? Oh. Why didn't SiZe hit that? Why is he hitting a dozer? Unless is he just prioritizing trying to get the oil capture, but he doesn't have the capture upgrade just yet. Reznov's now going to hit the power. Even if he just damages it a little bit, like 20-30%, then a Raptor can come in and finish it off, and that's a really good tactic. Just chip away at it with the missile defenders here, and then you finish it off just like that. So yeah, really well played there by Reznov. SiZe has got a barracks over here on this left-hand side. No capture upgrade just yet, and Reznov's still on one airfield. Actually, 2 airfields. SiZe's got another barracks over here, though. Dozer has been picked off, so SiZe has no radar and low power. Barry Dixon in the chat said the chances of getting it 4 times in a row in the south spot is 6.25%. I definitely think, you know, it's something to do with the order that you join the game. But it's weird because SiZe joined in the first game and now Reznov joined first. So something is going on in the 0 hour mind. If we can call it that. Reznov, does he need to kill that barracks? Maybe. Thing is, if you kill the barracks, more rangers are going to spawn, and then the more rangers are going to counter these rangers here, and then he's potentially going to capture the oil. That's why it's a good idea actually to build that, because even if you get 2 rangers out there, they're worth 225 each, and your barracks is only 600, so it's actually not that bad of an investment. It's like you get the 2 rangers, they pay for the barracks, kinda. So yeah, things going on all over the place, really. Here comes now SiZe with 3 wraps. Is he gonna hit the airfield? He is. But he's coming in at weird angles again. He came in whilst that Chinook was there, and it's blocked a load of the missiles, and therefore it survived. Reznov, I think, is making a mistake here. The priority is to repair that airfield, because if you leave that low, I can guarantee SiZe is going to come in now and finish it off, even with a Comanche. Ooh, it stopped, though. But yeah, Reznov should be repairing that, overbuilding the power, in my opinion. Like, forget the power. If you lose that airfield, that's a bigger hit than just not having the power for longer. SiZe is going to regroup now and probably come in and hit that airfield again. Another airfield going to be built. Here comes a Comanche. Reznov on 1 oil. SiZe on 1 oil. These wraps here in the corner, I'm pretty sure they can take out this airfield, but there's a lot of wraps here circling. But notice what SiZe is doing here again. You see the splash damage on that Comanche because he's clicked there with the Comanche. That's what he's done. He's clicked in there. And then the splash damage hits the airfield. Now SiZe is going to finish this airfield. He could probably even finish this one. Oh, big SiZe, big SiZe. He's killed both airfields now. Yeah, that's why I would have prioritized repairing that airfield over the power. That was a mistake there from Reznov, I feel. He was lucky it survived in the first place. Yeah, SiZe looking like he's taking the lead. He's getting 4 airfields now, and he has 1 oil. Reznov also on 1 oil. Rangers versus Rangers here. SiZe's Rangers coming out on top. Got 3 wraps ready for Reznov, but 4 wraps here coming in from SiZe, and that's probably going to hit another airfield, and 2 wraps are going to go down there. Here comes another Comanche. That's just been waypointed there from the airfield, but yeah, you should have clicked there again and it would have done some splash damage to the airfield again. SiZe is now expanding to a 3rd supply. This one will be mining out soon. 6.2k left. SiZe also going for a CC cap himself. Ooh, nah, he's not going to get it. So I think what he's done here, either he's waypointed it there or he's clicked in there. Then the splash damage and the fall damage, it all adds up, and then the airfield, look how low it is now. That's GG for the airfield. So yeah, SiZe's little tricks. Likes to mix in the occasional Comanche here and there. Ranger there gets taken down, but his size too big now. He's on a 4th supply, but the 3rd has been hit. SiZe collecting with 3 Chinooks over here when he should have put 1 back over there. I mean, it's minor at this point in the game. Another airfield falls, and it did have wraps on there as well. So yeah, Reznov is taking a little bit of a beating here. Actually, quite a beating here, let's say. 1 wrap there falls. Should have been queued to go on one of the airfields, or maybe he's queued up too many wraps or something. But Reznov is in the base with a load of Rangers. He could do a mass capture and hope that he captures something. I have been in an air mirror against SiZe before and actually managed to capture his CC. In basically a lost game, and I captured his CC and came back to win. So yeah, it can happen. You can get complacent thinking you're easily going to stop it, but then by the time you know it, your CC's been captured. It can happen. But here comes another airfield kill, and Reznov is losing airfields and raptors all over the place. SiZe floating 3k. SiZe collecting on loads of Chinooks. He's lost this supply over here, but I definitely think Reznov should be hitting the airfields maybe a little bit more. But how many strikes has SiZe done on the airfields and killed like 2 or 3 wraps in one go? Oh, look at this. This is what I mean about the capturing. It's actually belonging to SiZe now. SiZe has got a supply in Reznov's base. Here comes the A10. SiZe is level 3 once again. Spectre gunship going to hit the airfield. Here comes an A10 from SiZe as well. It's just going to hit one of the powers. Kills it perfectly. Now SiZe coming in and hitting another airfield. SiZe is decimating Reznov at this point. Reznov has just not done enough damage to the airfields and keeping on top of the wraps. He's always taking damage on his own airfields, but never counter-attacking. He's been focusing mainly on the economy and dozers and stuff like that. I mean, in an air mirror, crazy things can happen. Just like in any other matchup, you can come back from behind. And I mean, now that Reznov is level 3, you get a decent Spectre, as well as an A10. With the Spectre kill like a full airfield of wraps, as well as killing another airfield with your other wraps, something like that. You can still come back and do a big win. Suddenly, an ahead Air Force player can suddenly find themselves a little bit down when they suddenly lose like a full airfield full of wraps. So yeah, that can happen. Reznov seems to be circling here with 4 wraps, and that supply is gone. But Reznov seems to be circling here, wanting to hit an airfield, but he's not control firing, but I don't think he needed to then. He just had so many wraps. What we haven't seen yet is a strat center and a carpet bomb. We are seeing SiZe go for a war factory there, which is something that he does like to do in the later game. Used V's at you, and whilst you think they're not going to be strong, requiring 2 wraps per V coming at you, it's actually quite effective to delay the Air Force from doing anything. But his wraps have always got to be consistently targeting the V's. Here comes the Spectre on an airfield, and 1 wrap goes down. 1 wrap was already on it. Here comes an A10 as well. SiZe is at risk of losing the supply. Reznov is still not out of this completely, but he is supplyless, I suppose. So yeah, I think maybe he is actually. Maybe he is completely out of this, because SiZe has still got loads of airfields, loads of supplies. He's got war factory. It looks like Reznov still has a fair few cyan dots on the screen, but with no income, no way of building any more dozers, your wrap count is gonna remain the same. It's not really doable anymore. Here comes SiZe again. A little bit lazy with the shot there, because quite a few of them actually shot the wrap, I think. But I think SiZe does that on purpose sometimes, because he knows if he kills the wrap and the airfield, he'll get more XP from it. I think that's the way it works. I think that's what he's doing. Here comes the Spectre. GG from Reznov, and that is 3-1 there for SiZe. Looking very, very solid in his air mirror. That was a really decent game, but yeah, SiZe quickly establishing a dominance and then capitalizing on it to take the win. 3-1 for Big SiZe. Best of 9, so first to win 5 games. And then, as I said before, after this, we've got a 2v2 challenge lined up for you as well, with SiZe and Ammo against Excal and Spalding. Excal was in the chat. Shout out to him. Yo, Martina. Lift Truck, welcome. Nikolai. Captain Mystic, welcome. Dragon said Reznov had too many Chinooks. He could have used them to deny SiZe's attacks. True. I mean, if you had 50, she probably had close to, probably more like 20. But if you had 20, yeah, you could either be collecting from all the different piles, even collecting from your enemy supply, or just floating them around your airfields, just defending against the attacks. Typically not amazing at defending buildings. Probably better collecting money. But, yeah. I mean, Reznov has joined first here again. Let's see if he's in the south spot again. Okay, SiZe is in the south spot now. So maybe it was just a 6.25% chance. We got Big SiZe finally down in the south spot with the green USA Air Force. Up in the north, we've got the mighty Reznov, or today Little Reznov, because he's against the Big SiZe. We've got the cyan color for Reznov. Okay, SiZe is going for a barracks opening. Now, he's droned in Reznov's base, but has he noticed that there's a lack of a barracks? SiZe is going straight for Rangers. Now, it'll show you if SiZe is paying attention or not. If he sends these straight to the oils, then that means he's paying attention in the enemy base. But if he puts them around the base, that means he's not paying attention. But I get the impression he is paying attention, and he's sending them straight to the oils. So I do prefer that build order, I think. Unless Reznov with a double airfield opener here. So I'm varying his build a little bit. Reznov can maybe use the dozers to deny the oils, maybe use the wraps or whatever. If you can keep on top of that and then maybe hit SiZe's airfield, could be good because he has 2 airfields against 1. It's an economy build for SiZe and a more aggressive from Reznov. But yeah, no drops from either player here. It's a little bit unusual. Yo, Kratos294, welcome. SiZe is getting 3 Chinooks this time on this supply over here. So you notice what's happening here. When they bunch up like that, they're a lot harder to kill. In fact, a Wrap can't typically kill a Chinook when it's right next to another one like that, because the PDLs bunch up and they make it survive in a very low HP, basically. 1 Chinook did fall there, and 1 has already fallen over here. Now, what I'm hoping to see from Reznov is actually attacking the airfields more, because he's hitting the Chinooks a lot, but like SiZe is only on 1 airfield now, and I'm pretty sure he's already got 4 wraps out. So why is he not gathering them up and hitting that airfield? As SiZe will literally be on no airfields. But he is just consistently hitting the Chinooks, and I suppose he is probably considered ahead here. But Reznov is going to have to stop these oils, because if SiZe gets that oil, definitely puts him back in the game. SiZe only collected on 1 Chinook right now. SiZe just shot the drone. Did he have an attack move or something? He must have had it on guard mode there or something. Yeah, Reznov is doing a job on SiZe this time. That supply there has gone down. This oil has been captured. This one's being captured. So, whilst Reznov is doing well, again though, why is he not hitting the airfield? SiZe only has 1 airfield. It's alright hitting the supply, and he's doing a good job at keeping on top of the economy and stuff, but you have allowed SiZe to get the oils. Why is he not hitting the airfield? Now he's got 4 wraps. Let's see if he hits the airfield now, because that attack there from SiZe has failed. So this should be good game. No, he's hitting the supply again. Oh, it's GG anyway. But what I would have done personally, don't want to say too much what I would have done, but yeah, SiZe's wraps were going to land there. You'd have shot it, and SiZe would have had no wraps. Because even with that supply dead there, SiZe still had 2 oils, but obviously he felt he couldn't win anyway, GG. So yeah, maybe just Reznov just always hitting the... always hitting the Chinooks just drove SiZe into the ground in terms of economy. Even if he got his oils there, which he did, his economy was still barely... just a bit more than half of Reznov's. So, yeah, GG. Well played. Reznov making this competitive. 3-2 is the score. Reznov, the theme every game is just always hitting the economy, and I suppose then he can't really complain because it worked. He did a less than 4-minute job there on SiZe, but I suppose just differences per player, isn't it? Reznov just hitting the economy all the time, whereas SiZe tends to be hitting the airfields more so, but he does hit the supplies as well, but more so the airfields. Okay, so we've got Reznov back in the north now. Maybe the north spot is going to be good for him. We got him playing as the Cyan USA Air Force, of course, and then down at the south we have big SiZe with the green USA Air Force. So both players going for a barracks opener. So which one is going to go for the missile defender drop? Reznov once again is hitting the drone there, but now he's making ranges behind that. SiZe is building more so missile defenders. So SiZe is going to be going for the more typical build, which is a 3 MDs. And a Ranger as well. The problem with that, we go in the Ranger, is he's only going to be on 3 Chinooks in the early part of the game. He's actually making a lot of ranges. Hell of a lot of ranges. Reznov is already on 4 Chinooks. He's actually sending... He's done this a few times, actually. Sending missile defenders straight down the middle of the map. Here comes a drop now from SiZe. Reznov is going to try to get the crush, but he's actually going... As he goes towards it more so... Oh! Yeah, it gets denied. I mean, if your airfield gets denied like that, his other dose is over here. That's such a bad position to be in, and he's going to lose the power. It's such a bad position because now this dozer has to get there and it's pretty much got no chance. Reznov. And his airfield's going to be so late. Oh, Reznov is a little bit indecisive about what he's doing. There's no way on earth, even with the PDLs, that he's going to be able to crush them, I don't think, unless SiZe makes a mistake. So in my opinion, yeah, he just needs to finish off that airfield, but he's been delayed so long now because his power's going to go down in a second. He's even getting harassed, and he's lost the dozer, had to build another one. Okay, 1 missile to finish straight down the middle of the map from Reznov. Has managed to kill a dozer. Very, very nice. Lift Truck in the chat says, isn't it better to start 2 supplies and 2 airfields? If you do that and the player goes for the 3 MD drop, typically the MD drop is more popular and more kind of the meta and does kind of mess you up a bit. Because it can stop your supply, it can kill your dozer, it can delay one of your airfields, it can hit your power. So yeah, typically the 3 MD drop tends to be stronger and more popular. But there's nothing to say that the 2 airfields from the start can't work. You can make a first unit as your Comanche, clear up the MDs, providing you haven't lost the dozer and your airfields haven't been delayed, and it can still come back very strong. It all depends how the drop goes, really. Ooh, Reznov trying to split fire here, but actually missed the dozer. Reznov just on the 1 airfield. SiZe is already on 2 and 3 wraps, and he's selected on 3 Chinooks over here, 3 Chinooks over here as well. I think he's maybe realized that Reznov is going for the economy, going for the Chinooks every single game. So if you make 3 on each, then yeah, that strat is negated somewhat, let's say. So the oil over here just gets shot down by SiZe, and Reznov still collecting on 4 Chinooks. SiZe collecting on 6. Okay, Reznov coming in with a wrap. Wants to hit the dozers, hits another one, and the power still remains though for SiZe. His power's not been knocked offline, but if you hit the power now, it then forces SiZe to make more dozers, which he is already doing actually. Oh baby, this is what I mean. This is why it's so good to just always hit the airfields. Like, has SiZe even hit any Chinooks this game? I don't think so. Instead, he's just hitting the airfields, and when the enemy's got no wraps, they've got no way of attacking at all, apart from with ranges. So that's why it's such a good idea to attack the airfields. I don't think I've seen Reznov once, like, control fire the edge. I don't think I've seen him doing that. Ooh. Okay, let's get denied. Was that an airfield that went down? I think it was. Another dozer there gets picked off there by Reznov. He's trying to rebuild his supply. He's only on 1 airfield right now, whereas SiZe is on 3. GG from Reznov. Yeah, SiZe is very much on top of those airfield kills. Typically always killing it with like minimum 2 Raptors on there, sometimes 3 or 4. So yeah, well played there from SiZe. 4-2 is the score. SiZe just needs 1 more. And Reznov now needs to win 3 in a row. Okay, potentially last game if SiZe gets the win here. Let's kick off with this game. We've got Reznov now back in the south position. He's playing with the USA Air Force in the cyan color. A few people in the chat were saying that green and cyan look awfully alike. I do agree. I mean, I can see the difference. Some people are more so colorblind and it might look exactly the same, but it is difficult a little bit to see the difference, I suppose, on the minimap. Especially, maybe it's easier for me. I'm on a massive screen. Maybe on a phone or something, it could be quite easy to mix them up, but yeah, this is the colors they've both chosen, so be it. We've got big SiZe up in the north with the green USA Air Force. Leading 4-2 here now. Looking more convincing, of course. And more ahead. Reznov. Once again, not going for a drop. Maybe he's just not confident about doing that drop. Typically, the games he's been winning is where he made like 1 missile defender, shot down the drone, and made SiZe like overreact into a... Yeah, one of the games that he won made SiZe overreact and making ranges and stuff like that. Again here, though, this drop is going to probably deny that dozer, harass, and kill the power. It's an ideal location here to do this. Dozer is going to escape, actually, but the power is going to be hit. So that really makes the drop kind of pay off, because hitting the power at this point is a really decent thing to hit. And he's also delaying the mining, so just that alone is so good. Where is Reznov going to put these Chinooks? Reznov has sent his rangers out to the extremes. Well, one extreme of the map, the one oil. I thought he was sending another one over here, but it's actually a dozer. Airfield's already been shut down. I don't know why SiZe isn't finishing that power off sooner, because yes, you will get chased. Oh, Reznov, this is a poor decision, man. He's tried this a few times. You can't do that. Unless, like, all the stars align perfectly and your PDLs are, like, super on point, you're not going to crush all of the MDs for free like that with the dozer. So, yeah, inexperience there from Reznov, I would say. But also now, his power is going to get wrecked. Reznov trying to split fire here to miss out defenders, but not quite doing it. Still being harassed. This drop is causing him all kinds of problems, and this is why this drop is so strong and pretty much, as I said before, the meta. Straight away from Reznov, though, another missile defender straight down the middle of the map. I mean, it has worked out a few times. He has ended up picking off at least 2 doses in this set that I can think of. But that drop there from SiZe has not only kept Reznov busy in his base, delayed his mining, did some damage to some Chinooks, and also stopped the power, so... One Chinook there goes down for Reznov. SiZe already building a second and a third airfield. More Chinooks being targeted. It's the same theme over and over again, isn't it? Reznov always hitting the Chinooks, and SiZe always out spamming with the Raptors and then hitting the airfields. That's typically the way all of the games are going. Reznov's still not got his oil. SiZe not got his oil either, and no capture upgrade for either player. SiZe comes in with more Chinook kills. Reznov is certainly looking weaker in my opinion, and those rangers there will have the defender's advantage because they're going single file in there. The rangers there for SiZe should win as well, so it's unlikely Reznov will get that oil. And the airfield, the only airfield there of Reznov has gone down. This is looking unwinnable now for Reznov. He's on no airfields versus 3 airfields. In an air mirror, that's not something that you want to hear. I don't know how, but Reznov seems to be winning this ranger engagement. GG's well played there from Reznov. A 1-hour set and a 5-2 win there for Big SiZe. GG. And well played to Big SiZe. So he will go to round number 2. And don't go anywhere because we've got a 2v2 challenge on our hands now. Okay, yeah, so GG well played there to SiZe. I'll show you the bracket so you can see who SiZe is going to face next. Okay, so if we have a look at this screen, so you can see here the bracket. Where's all this? Okay, so we've got Big SiZe. He faced Basketball, aka Reznov, just there. He will now proceed to round 2. If he keeps on that current trajectory, then he should end up probably facing Hawkeye. I think Hawkeye's the strongest air player there. I think SiZe against Hawkeye will be good. I still predicting SiZe will probably win that part of the bracket. And then if he carries on a winning path, then you can probably say he's going to face against Excal. Excal is in this group here with these players. Can't really see any player there causing any problems for Excal. Maybe Scuba has got a best chance, but don't really see much of a threat there to Excal. So I think a SiZe Excal battle there might happen. Then down here you've got myself there in the middle. You've got Fargo, who today beat Apex, like I mentioned before, and you got Boyka down there as well. I think the biggest threat there, Fargo's pretty good in air mirror and very, very confident as well. So yeah, whoever comes this part of the bracket, whether it be me or Boyka or someone else, then yeah, could end up facing Fargo. I think. Don't count Anti-Pro. Anti-Pro is good as well. But I think Fargo is the only expert in that part of the bracket. And yeah, probably favourite to win that part. But don't forget, this is a double elimination bracket. So even if you do lose, you fall into the losers bracket. And then you get another chance at meeting the winners in the final there as well. So what do we have now? We've got a SiZe. We're going to have SiZe and Ammo against Excal and Spalding. Right, we just need 1 minute before Ammo joins. So if you want to grab a drink or some popcorn or something like that, now is the time. Okay, so title of the stream is updated. SiZe Ammo, a 2v2 challenge now, the best of 13 against Excal and Spalding. Safety side. Okay, we've got ammo in the house. Okay, just sorting out the rules. If you do a bomb truck, you get 2 wins, not 1. China, USA versus Demo, China. Okay, so they're going to do some in and out strategies, which basically means you go in, you get your armies, then you've got a couple of minutes now to decide your strat. Because on Radmin, the random balance feature of Gentool doesn't work, so you don't see the enemy armies. So the person who's got a USA obviously has the advantage. Okay then, we got Ammo, a very, very strong 2v2 player. A few people in the chat before were talking about his level. Is he expert level? Is he better than Humanity? I saw someone saying, yes he is, or someone saying no he wasn't. In my opinion, in 2v2 he's very, very close to expert level. He's very, very tough. I didn't used to think this about him because he kind of came out of nowhere, really. He was kind of unknown, but after seeing him play a lot of times and actually playing against him and with him as well, he is a very, very high-level team player. You've seen him in 3v3s and in 2v2s a lot, and he's often the shining star. We've got Big Size as well, obviously a solid player. We've got Excal, considered by many the best player in team games and in 1v1s. And then we've got Spalding as well, which is one of Excal's best clanmates. Spalding, a very, very strong player as well, and very, very smart. Comes up with decent builds. Crazy, weird and wonderful builds. Very, very smart player. So yeah, should be a very interesting one. So down in the bottom right, we've got Spalding with the USA in the yellow. Just a little bit of info for you as well, by the way. The yellow player, Spalding, which is Abba Dabba here, is actually got loads of beef, apparently, with ammo across the map here. So you can expect probably there's going to be a drop or something on ammo to try and kill ammo, maybe out of spite. But yeah, they'll be wanting to kill each other for sure. They'll both be wanting to get the win here. Okay, so we've got Big Size down in the bottom left. He is going to be against Spalding, which is in the yellow down in the bottom right. We've got China for Excal up in the top right, and we've got China for Ammo up in the top left. Ammo's gone for fast barracks, but the drone is actually placed on Ammo, so Excal can see everything here that is going on. So I'm expecting actually from Excal, I was expecting this, a war factory here and a flamer straight down here to the middle. Or the flamer actually might go straight across the volcano, which is the name of this map, by the way. might go straight across here and actually flame down SiZe's supply. Spalding less active than the other players here, but he is expert level, and his USA is very, very solid. Ammo not considered fully an expert. Maybe he's not in 1v1, but he's certainly very close to it. And in my opinion, I think he is a higher level than Humanity, personally. If Humanity's watching, he'll probably be offended, but yeah, trust me, a lot of people consider Ammo very, very, very solid. Okay, so first flamer there from Excal did get shut down. Spalding is building up his Vs. He's gone for the safe supply here and collecting nicely from there. We've got mines here, and we've got more flamers here from Excal, putting on the pressure on this bunker. Ammo for the time being is trying to hold. He's making an airfield. Ammo's actually going for the oils. He's got one, and he's trying to get the other one there. Ammo got a nice hold, actually. He's got a bunker here. There's two flamers here from Excal, which is definitely keeping the pressure on Ammo. Flamers can wreck all of this if you just stand in the flames. But yeah, Ammo doing a good job at actually dealing with this so far. And SiZe, meanwhile, what is SiZe doing? He's actually bunkering in Ammo a little bit, trying to support here on the mix. But this airfield here is going to go down, and actually a V has now entered the base of Ammo. And SiZe at the moment is not really helping. He needs to help, because if these trucks go down, then it could be bad news. So yeah. Mig is now going to hit this. SiZe pops his stuff, going to stop this flamer. Mig has hit the V. He's going to have a hard time if their MiGs get up, so they want to kill him before he gets these napalm MiGs up too much. So far, the hold is going kind of okay. Spalding long distance waypointing his missile defenders to his Vs. That finally gets cleared up, but Ammo's taking quite a bit of damage. He's still on one oil down there, and he's got enough MiGs out now to hold. But these Vs are well and truly in the base, and whilst the MiGs are taking him out, he is taking quite a bit of damage as well. And SiZe, could he be supporting maybe a little bit more? Because Ammo is taking quite a bit of damage, but they are holding. They are holding. But this V, if that gets towards the airfield, it could be bad news. War factory nearly going down. There's still no trucks made here. And Excal now waypointing flamers across the map. SiZe trying to hold here, trying to help. And he is probably going to take out these missile defenders, but the quads are going to take a little bit of damage there from the laser lock. MiG's now coming in. And Ammo, considering he is getting doubled here, he is holding nicely and is doing well. But the problem is, though, that SiZe isn't moving this super tech, and now these GATs are on top of the airfield, and the MiGs are now falling. Two MiGs there do fall. There's another flamer here as well. SiZe trying to hold as best as he can. Flamers here for Excal doing loads and loads of damage. Who's got the most XP? Excal's got the most XP so far. Those trucks have not been rebuilt by Ammo there at the back. But he is probably focused on rebuilding his MiGs as well. But yeah, you always want to get the trucks back first. But yeah, maybe Ammo a little bit overwhelmed at the moment. But SiZe is continuing to pump out the quads. But quads are kind of slow and bulky. If you've not got the tunnels in the right positions, or if you're not... yeah, I mean, if you're having to walk the quads across the map, they are slow to help. So all things considered, I think Ammo is holding nicely. He has been being attacked by two expert level players. Excal is expanding here now. He's got a bunker and getting this supply. We've got a flamer here actually being disabled. And Spalding is still on one war factory, one barracks. They haven't captured their oils yet. Oh, actually, Excal's captured that one now. But SiZe is now taking damage here. And the search and destroy against quads. Ooh, a little bit of bad micro there from Spalding. And 3 Vs. almost a third there did go down. Yeah, SiZe is just pumping out the quads. No palace, no nothing yet from SiZe. SiZe is trying to repair this supply, but it is still going to go down. I think maybe SiZe... Did he need to be more aggressive or something on Spalding while Spalding was going across the map? Could he have had a tunnel in the base attacking, something like that? I mean, it's easy to look at it from the observer point of view sometimes. I mean, SiZe is only on 2 supplies. He did have a third there for a bit. I actually don't think it's that bad of an idea, you know, to share these crates sometimes. But yeah, this team on the left are a supply down because no one's collected from that yet. But I suppose Spalding hasn't collected from that either. But SiZe's front here is taking a lot of damage. And because he's just making quads. Yeah, it's not that good against Search and Destroy Vs. And there's Avengers here as well. Excal capturing all these buildings. What I would like to see him do is actually prioritize getting that oil first. MiG's now coming in. It's going to be a decent hit there. And he does kill a few Vs. Is that 3 Vs or only 2? I think he only killed 2, but 2 MiGs went down as well. But Excal has already expanded here. So even though Excal might have lost a lot of flamers and stuff, he's probably paying for it by just collecting all this stuff here. Excal's now transitioning into MiGs himself. Excal looking like MVP so far. I would say he's got the most XP. Actually, Spalding's racking up the XP now with the Search and Destroy Vs, but he did lose 1 more V there from SiZe. SiZe trailing behind in terms of what he's killed in the XP, but it is hard just killing Vs. You typically don't get that much XP, I think, from killing Vs. And that's for just the few that you do manage to kill. Yeah, maybe SiZe wanted to be a bit more aggressive there in the beginning, because sometimes is he a little bit too passive sometimes? Don't know. 1 more V there is going to go down. Ammo still circling with all of these MiGs. Ammo now expanding to another supply here, so they are an oil down. Ooh, this oil's going to go down though, maybe. Spalding is there to defend it. Yeah, Spalding, or no one from that right side is actually collecting from here for the time being. These MiGs over here still circling. Excal is capturing pretty much every building, but he's not captured this, but actually Spalding wants to capture this for himself. Here come the MiGs again, and he hits the oil. Very, very nicely done. Spalding is taking some damage, losing a few Vs here and there, and been denied his oil, and the oil has actually been killed. And he's actually invested the 1,000 into the capture upgrade as well. Here come the MiGs now from Excal, and SiZe is in a bad way now because that was the few units he had. He popped them and they all died. What was SiZe? He was demo. Yeah. SiZe is getting pushed back here. Ammo circling back here with the MiGs, but I don't really know if he can strike that because there are 3 Avengers here. Nice MiG strike there from Ammo, but was it really that nice? He's only killed like, what, 2 or 3 Vs, but he's lost pretty much every single MiG. Only 2 MiGs there surviving. CC now being built by Ammo. Excal is already level 3. Carpet Bomb comes in. Kills the power, kills the dozer, and all of the trucks there as well. So Ammo's taking a bit of a beating. He doesn't have all too much left, actually. Got 4 MiGs. A10 coming in, but there's quite a few gats there in the middle, and they're going to take out all of the A10s by the looks of it. A10 might still get the hit. Yeah, it's going to barely get the hit. SiZe stops it a little bit too late. Still gets the damage done, but doesn't actually kill any MiGs. Just damages the airfield. SiZe now building a palace, only collecting on 3 workers. Collecting on loads of workers here, though. Here comes the artillery now from Excal. Excal now building an internet center. Yeah, SiZe's quad spam here has not got the job done. I feel like maybe he should have done a TT across map on Excal or something like that in the beginning, because this quad spam strat is just not quite working out. Okay, guys, apologize for that lack of commentary. My little boy's going crazy. Well, same old story though. Ammo doing decent with these MiGs. It is losing a few here and there, but SiZe just consistently getting pushed back by the search and destroy Vs. I do think it's a little bit hard for Demo here, because if Demo does play that passive style, which is what SiZe did, trying to defend ammo and get the MiGs up, then the search and destroy Vs are just hard to deal with. It's hard to attack USA here because you can only attack kind of through this area here. So yeah, SiZe is getting pushed back. Ammo and SiZe have suffered their first defeat here. GG, well played, but are the armies better for the right hand side team? Potentially. So yeah, 1-0 there for Excal and Spalding. Very, very well played indeed. Yeah, it's my son's bedtime. The girlfriend is putting him to bed, but he doesn't want to go to bed, and then he's throwing things. He's going crazy, so he's going for a bubble bath now. So hopefully that keeps him quiet for a bit. Okay, so what have we got now? China, USA for SiZe here. And we have Demo for Spalding and Excal playing the China once again. There's basically the same mirror at the top, isn't it, between Ammo and Excal? Yeah, I would like perhaps SiZe and Ammo to be a little bit more aggressive. I do think that SiZe... The people see SiZe as quite passive in 2v2s. In 1v1s, how often do you see like SiZe do an infantry rush helix or a no eco or something like that? Sometimes in a 2v2 you throw in something like that and it can yeah, some hard aggression and knock one player out can be very, very strong. So yeah, let's see what they're going to go for. Are they going to go for the same as what Excal Spalding did, or are they going to vary it up? Let's see. Okay, so down at the bottom right, we've got big SiZe with the USA Vanilla in the green. Up in the top right, we've got Ammo with the China Vanilla in the red. It's basically the same matchup for him at the top against Excal up at the top left with the China in the purple. Down at the bottom left, we've got Spalding, or Abadaba as he calls himself, with the yellow gilet demolition. SiZe going barracks first, indicating that there will be a drop. Sometimes he likes to do a 3MD and a dozer drop, maybe a firebase, and then maybe Ammo will do the same flamers down the mid, and maybe that will cause all kinds of problems. He does look like he's going for it, Excal knows this though. I've spoken to Excal before, and he knows, at least when he's against tank, that SiZe will cross map, drop a dozer and a firebase. But it seems that even against China here, he's doing it as well. So he's going to drop 3 MDs and a firebase over here. But Excal will have a tank hunter out the front, but this dozer is going to be dropped at the back. So yeah, it's going to be a firebase and 3 MDs, I think. And it is going to really screw with Excal. Excal knows kind of what's up. And oh, oh man, has Excal queued up an outpost now? Nicely played there from Excal. Oh, this drop has gone awful. Excal just reacted perfectly. The truck's there, just really good. If SiZe had done the drop a little bit further away, it could have been so much better. Could have been so good. It kept Excal so busy. Excal is still in a little bit of trouble though, because this flamer is already here, and Excal's now selling this. Spalding meanwhile has got himself a demo trap. He's coming in the main base here of SiZe, and oh baby, it was a TNT, but he's only killed 1 V. Excal now building another second supply over here, and he's getting an oil. So even though he's been kicked off this one, he's still in a really good position. Ammo is going all out flamers, and he's got a barracks going up out the front as well. To me, yeah, Ammo is playing solid, but I don't want to... SiZe does watch the streams back sometimes, and he hates it when I say bad things. But yeah, SiZe's drop there. It needed to be further away to get any impact done. I mean, they are against elite level players, and it's easy to say from an observer point of view. But yeah, that drop was a complete failure, and so far SiZe is lacking behind in this game, I think. That drop could have been so much better, and then this push here from Ammo could have really overwhelmed Excal. It really came down to that. But it was Excal's quick reactions. He queued up an outpost instead, and he used the trucks to get the crush. So yeah, unfortunate there for SiZe. Got a Battle Master here for Excal, and I can hear... Oh. 100% tunnel. Just a casual 100% tunnel. In real life, that'll be a 99.59% tunnel. That's pretty much what will be happening there. Here comes another TNT, and that has been stopped as well. SiZe is still only on 1 supply, and I think he's only on 1 Chinook as well. He's got 1 oil over here, and he's capturing this, but Ammo's taking a bit of a beating here from a TNT. This is the difference here, that these TNTs, tech RPGs, all this kind of stuff are actually getting work done. That technical there did get stopped. This tunnel's still on 100%, but there's been a successful TNT there. This Battle Master causing problems here as well. Excal's now on the MiGs by the looks of things, and the attacks there at the front have been shut down. All these flamers are getting shut down. Bunker galore here for Excal. Yeah, SiZe just doesn't have very much, does he? He's bringing his Vs across now, killing this Battle Master, but the MiGs are already up, and they've got napalm already. And Ammo's base is now getting wrecked. The support here from SiZe is also getting wrecked by the napalm MiGs. Spalding getting a palace is definitely faster than what SiZe did in the previous game. TNT hits again, and the War Factory has now gone down for SiZe. Unfortunate couple of games here for SiZe, really. And is SiZe a little bit predictable, because Excal knows that SiZe likes to go for that 3MD 5-ace drop. So is that why Excal reacted so well to it? I mean, all he did really was just click the trucks there, and the MDs just got killed. But yeah, is it a little bit too predictable? GG from SiZe, GG from Ammo. And it is a quick 2-0 here for Excal and Spalding. Been very solid. And I think ammo and size just need a little bit extra strategy added. So size and ammo now will choose the map. Ammo wants this. That's cool. We've got USA tank against double GLA, I think that was. I think that's going to be hard for the GLAs, you know. I think it is, because search and destroy Vs do wreck Vs in general do wreck everything. But also that tank is going to be able to put pressure on this supply here so easily. That supply there is going to take a hell of a beating. Stealth and GLA. Like, even if tank just makes one flamer from the war factory here where my cursor is right now, and then cues it over here and starts flaming down that supply, that's just going to be so hard for the GLA straight away. Like, you have to get a few Scorps out, and it takes time to get the Scorpions, it takes time to get the Scorpion rocket, and also Excal could do a dozer drop on him and delay him a bit and stuff like that. So yeah, the GLAs are going to have to coordinate some decent aggression here. Maybe you want to do a double TNT on the tank or something like that. I definitely think if you hang around too long here and give Excal too long to breathe, then Vs are going to be out and they're going to start wrecking everything. So yeah, I actually don't mind the tank and the USA here. I think it's kind of good. Yeah, I have a feeling that SiZe is going to play this passive style again. Maybe try and grab the oils. I mean, it might work. If the game goes super late, then of course tank will be at a disadvantage and the GLA's spamming the market should be at an advantage. But yeah, Excal is actually beaconed. Okay, he's beaconed the front here. Maybe he's anticipating some aggression here, because this is the other unsafe supply. This map, this supply is hard to hold, and that supply is hard to hold. But yeah, he's done the drone here, maybe anticipating there could be some kind of a tunnel or something. So, yeah, we've got SiZe in the bottom right with the GLA Stealth in the green. Up in the top right, we've got Ammo with the GLA Vanilla in the red. Down in the bottom left, we've got Excal with the purple. USA Vanilla. And then up in the top left, we have Spalding with the orange China tank. I think he's confident in his USA, and I think he's confident in his China tank as well. Like I said before, he's a little bit more inactive than the other players, so... but I think in general as tank, even if you are a little bit rusty or whatever, it's quite simple what you need to do with tank. So I don't think we're going to see any problems from Spalding here, and I anticipate this This here is going to get overrun, and it's already a dozer drop here from Excal to try and stop this. And one worker there has been crushed. Probably a second worker going to get crushed here as well. There is a terrorist, but then straight away there's going to... Well, it's actually going to be Gats as the first few units, but as soon as the Flamers and the Battle Masters start lining up here, this tunnel here is going to get completely screwed. Trust me on that. What is SiZe going for? SiZe is going for the passive style. He is going for the oils, but what is this going to be? Tech RPG potentially? And he might go in this little hut, actually. He's going to go in this little hut. Putting the pressure on Excal's Chinook there, but this technical is going to enter the base. The tech RPG with a terrorist in there as well, and actually Excal's going to lose 1v here. So that's actually some nice attack there from SiZe, but the Gats here are going to help Excal out. Here comes a technical now from Ammo. There is a Gat locked onto it. The Gats here now have cleared this up. And this dose has actually been dropped in SiZe's supply and actually killed a couple of workers there. Tech RPG is going to load up this bunker. Is he going to drop off a worker here as well? Because then he could really start applying the pressure. You start building the tunnel and then they're under pressure then to start doing something about it. So yeah, these Gats up front now for Spalding. Spalding doing a good job so far. As he built mines on his supply, he's also getting his Gats repaired and lined up in his base as well as defending over here as well. SiZe is going for the oils. He's gone for that one. And is he sending a rebel over there as well? Doesn't look like it so far. He has just got the one. He might now try and grab the refinery there as well. So actually quite a decent-ish start there for the right side GLAs. And SiZe has picked that off. Scrap deny there. I don't know if that was a China scrap deny or if that was a USA scrap deny, but... Yeah, Excal is being harassed. He's only got 3 Vs out so far. Technicals here from SiZe, causing all kinds of problems. He is now making quads as well, and he's getting a palace. He's now trying to grab a second oil, and the left team at the moment don't have any oils. Ammo is sending his Scorpions a little bit too far out, and now the Vs can just come in and easily crush these. Didn't even fire its rocket there, so those 2 Scorpions do go down. Ammo is on double war factory. And now the Excal Vs are pushing out. SiZe has got a tunnel here. Could pop his stuff and try and take out 1 V. It's still quite a strong army here for the left side team. This tunnel now is taking a bit of a beating. And this oil is at risk of going down. 1 Gat there is going to get picked off. It's a nice combination having the Gats here with the Vs, but 2 Vs. Ooh! 2 Vs actually escaped. 1 V has gone down. Nice laser lock there from Excal. These Gats are actually pushing in now, and yeah, it's quite a nice combo because if you start making tanks to deal with this, like Scorpions, and the missile defenders and the Vs just wreck them. So he kind of forces you to make quads, really, doesn't it, I think? Ammo now popping a load of his units here, but is Excal getting search and destroy behind this? Right now he doesn't. Spalding is spreading his units kind of everywhere at the moment. SiZe does have the refinery, but not for very much longer because Excal is already on it. SiZe dropping down some more tunnels back in his base just in case this line here does fall. But you really want to hold this position because having this oil and having that refinery is decent. Ammo maybe doesn't want to stretch out too far again because he will lose his Vs, but lose these tanks. But he is turning around and almost picks off a V there. Loses 1 Scorpion yet again though. SiZe is on 2 oils. Other oil has been killed, so got a 2 oil advantage here on the right hand side. Ammo collecting on a decent amount of workers. Only 4 could do with 1 more, but decent amount of workers there. SiZe's got a decent amount of workers, and SiZe's actually making buggies now. Excal is making a strategy center, but there is a hijacker in the base, and I don't think it's going to get a dozer. It would be good to actually go north, but there's a V here with a drone. Excal's already 1 step ahead. Oh. Like, SiZe could see there's a drone there, so why would you try wasting it? It doesn't make any sense. You could have just sent it north and eventually grab a China dozer. You could have gone to that one. Nothing's going to stop it. Yeah, search and destroy Vs are going to cause all kinds of problems. But saying that, though, 1 V still gets picked off there. But there is a lot of Gats. Does not have the chain gun just yet. And it's basically the GLA hold of these tunnels and these tanks and these quads, RPGs, everything against the search and destroy Vs and these Gats. I'm surprised, actually, at the lack of Battle Masters and Flamers just producing everything into Gats. No chain gun upgrade either. And a lot of the units of the left team have gone down, actually. And probably you could say the left team are on a bit of a time limit, actually, because the longer you let SiZe spam these buggies and spam these markets, and it's got this oil, the better it is for SiZe and ammo, really. So yeah, I think this is their best chance so far. There's still a hell of a lot of tunnels everywhere. Another gap there is going to go down. Quite a lot of ECMs here, but another pop from SiZe and another V falls there from Excal. So Excal now only on 2 Vs. A lot of units lost here. Excal's still somehow massively ahead in terms of the XP. Does not make any sense how he's always leading the way in terms of the XP. And another V falls, only 1 remaining now. So yeah, the right team here are doing a really, really decent job at taking out them Vs and the GATs, actually. Very, very nice to see indeed. So yeah, Excal doesn't have very many units at all. Excal's actually already making drop zones here. Okay. Excal is the closest level 3. They still haven't killed this middle building, by the way, which is allowing SiZe to get all these cheap things. Sometimes it's easy to forget. It seems like a glaringly obvious building, but it is easy to forget sometimes. But still, there are more and more Vs being pumped out by Excal, as well as the drop zone. He's got the supply lines upgrade as well. And actually, SiZe has put on some pressure here, and Excal has either lost them Chinooks, or... No, they've been moved out of the way. They're a bit low, though. A little bit low. Excal moving forward, though, and a few Vs here are taking out the buggies for Excal. Ammo at the moment. He's actually making battle buses. SiZe seems to be leading the way in terms of the right team, but he does have the 2 oils over ammo. The ECM's there, nicely done at defending the rockets on the Vs. Another quad they're going to fall for SiZe. That building in the middle has now been taken out, but SiZe is still on 2 oils, and the left team are not on any oils. SiZe once again with a buggy pop, and another V there falls. Even a second one there at the back almost falling there as well. Does SiZe have the buggy... Yeah, the AP rockets. He does have AP rockets, actually. And it's just all about holding for the right team. It's just all holding. Excal is actually shooting the oil now, so that oil is going to go down. Excal will have 1 oil, actually. Could forget about that one. Another V there gets picked off, and I suppose it's Spalding who's the one on the main time limit, because once he mines out, he's not going to be making any internet center or hackers or anything like that, because as tanky typically don't want to be doing that. Excal making lots of power plants rather than upgrading 1. And actually, there's a bit of a counter-attack here, and Ammo is actually putting on pressure on the tank player. But these Vs should be able to clear it all up, really, so I'm not too sure about this attack. And I'm not too sure in general about still making quads and tanks. Like, not really sure what that attack was. He lost his whole army just to kill 1 war factory is definitely not worth it. So that kind of negates all of the time you've had that middle building and that oil. Every advantage. You've just thrown away such an expensive army there. I think probably producing, just leaving that army in your base for a rainy day rather than just sacrificing it for nothing. And it has bought SiZe some time to maybe get out some more buggies, and he is making lots of markets down the back here, but Excal keeps chasing down these buggies and taking them out. Excal now building a particle cannon. He's got 2 drop zones. Buggies are doing some good damage on these Vs, still picking them off, but Excal keeps replacing them, and Excal's actually got 9k somehow. Not quite sure how he's got 9k. Again, these buggies from range are trying to do the damage. Ammo should have been making, I think, buggies the same that SiZe has been doing. But SiZe has had the oils, though. Oh, that oil's dead, actually. Ooh, this could be a nice TNT from Ammo. That could be nice. It is. Very, very nice. Even killed his own technical there as well. And whilst that's good, the reason that's good is because he hasn't given the XP to Excal of killing the technical. He's killed his own technical, so it saves him giving away the XP. It's like a Fargo strategy when he like flames down his whole army to stop the enemy getting XP. Very, very high level, high IQ plays. Okay, so chain guns is now in play. There's been a Gatling defense built up front here, and Spalding, aka Abadabba, seems to be wanting to make MiGs. And a team play here, combining the GATs with the Vs, doing very, very decent. But there's a lot of buggies out now, and this is what I feel like Ammo should have been doing earlier on. There is a battle bus here as well, but it's going to be sacrificed for pretty much nothing. He killed one GAT, I think, with that battle bus. SiZe is doing well, man, because he's built all of these markets, and he's still got a decent amount of buggies out. So it's all about... I mean, it sounds simple. It's all about how this fight goes. If they just keep chipping away at this army and they run out of steam on the left side, then yeah, it could be good. I'm missing the bounty money, though. Where is the bounty money? ECM's doing a very, very good job at defending the Vs, that is for sure. But eventually, yes, Spalding will run out of steam because he is basically on no money now, no more income, whilst the right team have a few markets. But they have been kicked off this supply. And these MiGs, though, for Spalding are actually managing to take out the buggies. So actually, that transition, even though they are expensive, seems to be pretty decent, actually. It saves the right team just making buggies. Again, a little bit too close to the missile defenders, but Excal didn't capitalize on that. No laser lock. Excal now wanting to collect from this supply as well, and actually Spalding bringing forward dozers as well. 2 dozers being brought forward here. A little bit overkill. Do you need 2 dozers over here? But yeah, I suppose what are they going to be doing back home, really? Maybe they could keep one back home just to repair some buildings in case of a case of a sneak attack or something later on. But are the right side team getting the bounty money? I don't think so, you know. A big mistake if you're not getting the bounty money. But SiZe now as a CC, so he should be getting the bounty money now. But they've been kicked off this supply, so they're 8k down. And Excal seems to have a decent amount of drop zones. He's got like, what, 3, 4, 5, 6 drop zones. 7, 8, 8 drop zones. Very, very nice indeed. And these MiGs are coming in. Yeah, left team are making ground. The army isn't that big, but Excal's economy behind this is just so massive with the 8 drop zones. SiZe does have a fair few markets, but I don't think it's as much as the drop zones. We've got a Saboteur actually coming across the map, and that could be good. Have they been notified of this? Excal seems to be aware that this could be a thing. Got a few Vs here with the drones on. Very, very nice indeed. And here comes the Saboteur now. Is it going to get it? Is it going to get it? He got it. Well played there from Big SiZe, because that particle cannon could have been devastating. Could have been straight down there, killed at least 3 markets. So I was trying to creep forward here with his tunnels, but there are more Vs here from Excal. Excal has a hell of a lot of drop zones. It's absolutely crazy. No subliminal messaging for Spalding. Now he's built a speaking tower, maybe you could get that. I mean, his units are still going to repair anyway. SiZe doing a decent job here of picking off the Vs. But again, it just comes down to Excal's economy is just massive. SiZe is once again a little bit too close to these Vs and loses 2 buggies for that. This ECM here has been captured by Excal and actually very useful for his Vs there. But yeah, very soon Spalding is going to be out of steam, and it's basically just going to be Excal, I think. These trucks here are going to get killed, and there's quite a lot of buggies here as well as the quad. So this is turning out to be quite an epic game. Here's a Colonel Burton. It's actually going to get found by the tunnel. No oils exist on here at all anymore. Tower has gone down there as well as the supply has gone down. And the right team for now are holding, but these particle cannons are going to be causing all kinds of damage because these have been built all in a perfect line. You basically use one particle cannon and you wipe out 3 markets. And if you use them a couple of times, SiZe is quickly going to have next to no markets left. So yeah, Spalding is basically on what few gats you can see out on the map. He sold one of his war factories, or did he ever rebuild it, actually? I don't know if he ever rebuilt it or not, but Excal is on, well, building a 3rd particle cannon. And those markets are going to stand absolutely no chance. Here comes an A10. Ammo is going to be trying to save that, but the market was a fake and goes down. They need to try and reset these particles again, but I'm not quite sure it's going to work out. Excal's actually building a Patriot to try and defend against any potential saboteur. There are no saboteurs on the way, actually. Here's a rebel, though, from SiZe. Spalding with the beacon back here, maybe indicating there could be a sneak attack. He might slow down a bit, and you don't really want to be just spamming markets when you can at this level against that many particle cannons, because the particle cannons will just, like I said before, and I'll say it again, just keep killing 2 or 3 markets at a time, and very quickly you'll find yourself losing the battle. So the left team at the moment can just kind of sit back. Kills a palace there and 2 markets. That is devastating at this point in the game. I suppose the benefit for the right team is, though, that the tank is kind of... he's still in the game. He's got the support powers and he's still got this bit of an army. He's got his 3 MiGs. But he's kind of out of the game in terms of he can't do anything else. They can't start building hackers or anything now. Excal just beacon that market, so I think the artillery from Spalding will be on that very, very soon. Nice V kills here. Decent army from Ammo, but he is going to get sandwiched in right now by Spalding. But SiZe is also counter-attacking the tank. So yeah, a bit of a double attack here. Leaflet comes in and actually misses the target completely, but Spalding's base now is under a bit of threat. Artillery now coming through. He's going to be on that back market, probably. These MiGs are going to go down, and there is a rebel in the base going to capture the CC. So both players here are now going to rush back to defend, but the airfield is going to go down, and Spalding is pretty much going to be not out of the game, but he's going to be in a very bad situation. He has he got a dozer? He hasn't got enough money, so yeah, I think his CC is going to go. And I think Spalding's going to be kicked from the games. This is an epic game. Artillery comes in and hits a different market than the one I thought. But that rebel is going to get stopped just in time. And the powers here are now going to be targeted from SiZe. I think 1V here might go down. No AP ammo. This whole army here is going to get stopped. But actually, Ammo is pushing in the base here of Excal. So whilst Excal was looking super strong, and he has all these particle cannons, the right team are having none of it. They just want to put on the pressure now and win the game. AP Ammo is in play for Ammo. Living up to his name there. These two these two buggies are still running around. They are stealthed, by the way. Excal is holding over here, actually. Those buggies there are going down. The power has gone low now for Excal. He's trying to build more powers in the back here. And these buggies are going down to the one missile defender in there. SiZe putting on more pressure from the front. There is an ECM here in the mix too. Another V is going to go down. How long can the right team keep this up? They have to keep the power down, otherwise the particle cannons are just going to keep wrecking the GLAs. Okay, a particle cannon is ready to fire. This buggy could finish off that power once it fires, so that's a mistake. Oh no, he's still got the power anyway. I thought his power was going to go low, but yeah, ammo taking a bit of a beating there. His main supply's gone down as well as one arms dealer. So yeah, any units that ammo loses now is going to be very difficult to replace. Very, very decent game here on Coastline World. Here comes an A10 now from Excal. Gets shot down though, one of them. Here comes an MOAB, but it completely misses the target though. That could have been super nice. Didn't kill anything though, I don't think. Any units that the tank loses cannot be replaced. ECMs here are going to spread the buggy's missiles around. Got AP ammo quads for SiZe pushing in, trying to do what damage he can. He's getting up to level 5. He is hitting a supply drop zone here. And he does get himself very, very close to level 5. He doesn't quite get level 5 yet and needed to kill that power to get it. But he is over here though. Oh, particle cannon firing once more. And the markets here being targeted of SiZe. Here comes SiZe once again, and these drop zones are going down. SiZe is going to be on level 5 very, very soon. He is level 5 now, so Anthrax Bomb and Sneak Attack. Anthrax here and then Sneak in the back could be very, very powerful. We've already seen the Fuel Air Bomb, aka MOAB, already used. Particle Cannon now being targeted, but there's so many Vs here being brought in to defend. I think this Particle Cannon probably will just survive. He's being brought right in the face of this army, and that whole army there gets cleared up. And SiZe, I don't know if he can continue this because his entire base has been wrecked. All of his markets got wrecked there and his entire production there got wrecked. So I think Excal knows he just needs to hold for the next couple of minutes and that's it. Even though SiZe is level 5, does not make any difference because he's got no army, no nothing. I think that is it. Yeah, V and ECM is a good combo. To those that mentioned it in the chat. Spalding at this point, I think it's good he stays in the game because he can like beacon and highlight things. You've got 2 sets of eyes rather than 1 set of eyes. Here comes another particle cannon. And not even sure what I took out. Was there a couple of markets there maybe? Yo Pret, welcome to the chat. I'm good, thanks man. How are you? I think it's game now. The particle cannons have just wrecked too much. If it wasn't for the particle cannons, and there's a big if, then the GLAs on the right would be doing actually alright. I think the right team just wasted a little bit too much early on. Like when Ammo did that big attack up here and it basically achieved nothing. Like when it comes down to such small margins here and like they've almost broken the left team a few times. If it wasn't for wasting those things in the beginning, it could all add up and you could be winning the game here. But yeah, not looking good for SiZe and Ammo. Weirdly, yeah, Spalding and Ammo are basically on exactly the same XP, like literally within a few points. Here comes the artillery now from Spalding. Has he still got a CC? Oh yeah, he's got the CC. That's another reason why you don't want to quit, because you've got the support powers. That's why you don't want to quit. So... few units going to go down here for Excal, but does it make any difference whatsoever? I don't think so. Excal going to come in and force fire to ground here with the ambulance, which will clear this up straight away. Very, very nice. GG from SiZe, GG from Ammo. And yeah, 3-0 is the score. That was their best chance so far. Sadly for them, didn't get themselves across the line. Okay, so Excal and Spalding now with a double GLA, stealth and GLA. Ammo with tank. SiZe. SiZe with stealth? No. SiZe, you need to be USA. Okay, just waiting for SiZe to accept. I think the right team here, Excal and Spalding, I think they'll be more aggressive. Maybe they will do a double TNT on ammo, something like that. Yeah, I don't think you can kind of sit back and just wait for the Search and Destroy Vs to get out. I think you have to do something. But the buggies were doing good damage before, but just, yeah, it didn't work out quite enough for them. So we've got ammo in the top left with the China tank in the red. Down at the bottom left, we've got big SiZe with the USA in the green. And up in the... let's do this one. Top right, we've got Spalding, aka Abba Dabba, with the GLA vanilla in the orange. And down in the bottom right, we've got Excal with the purple GLA stealth. Okay, both players obviously doing barracks quite early on to get them terrorists out in case of a dozer drop. SiZe going for, looks like a normal build order, but is he going to do a firebase out the front, or is he going to drop that dozer? Pratt in the chat says he's got his 8th vaccine this year. It'll basically come to that, won't it? They're recommending a 3rd booster shot now. By 2022, we'll all have had 8 vaccines, I think. Okay, so it's actually a hijacker with some RPGs. Was there a terrorist in there? I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy looking at the chat, but... Second tunnel here going up for Excal. He seems to be securing this oil. Here comes a V from SiZe. Going to be stopping this worker, but... ammo's on... mines on this one with a super perfect supply, and then mines out here as well. They are establishing some aggressive tunnels here, indicating that... ammo could be under some pressure very, very soon. RPGs there do get cleared up. Nice hold. And then if these 2 workers here get stopped as well, that could be very, very decent. Yo, Dark9, welcome to the chat. All the aggression so far from the right side has not worked out. Here comes another TNT, and that is not going to work out either. Might kill some trucks, though. Yeah, kills 2 trucks. That's very, very nice. Tries to get himself a super tech, and actually SiZe is there with the repair as well. Don't think it makes too much of a difference, but he is there quickly with the repair. And the aggression so far from the right side team is not working out at all. Everything there has been stopped. I did predict they'd be more aggressive, but yeah. I thought it would be more successful than this, but actually so far, looking pretty good. Spalding's attack here is going to get stop tech RPG with a worker in there as well, gets denied. Everything for the right team so far has been completely shut down. I think this will be the first win for SiZe Ammo. SiZe beaconed over here, and I think that means to Ammo, send your gats over here and defend my supply. Meanwhile, SiZe will push across map and kill Spalding. And I actually like that idea. I do like that idea. But what's going on here? Excal's actually captured a gat. Okay, that must have been that hijacker from before. Here comes another technical now from Excal. And SiZe has actually ran himself into a tunnel, loses a couple of Vs here. So a bit of a mistake there from SiZe. Excal wants to bring in this technical. Is there a couple of RPGs in there? There is. And this gap going to be chased away. Is Excal going to drop off a worker? Maybe. But Spalding taking a lot of damage here and no help from Excal just yet. That's the thing with all this aggression that they've done. And it's all not worked out. It's such a big investment to achieve not very much. So this is nice aggression here and this supply going down. This is the most success that SiZe and Ammo have had so far. Saying that though, a flamer has just been hijacked and now SiZe's base is in a little bit of trouble. I think that flamer will go down now just to this gap. But this supply, Spalding has been kicked off it, and the right side team are only on 1 oil, and that's Excal here in the middle. Yeah, his quads aren't going to stand very long toe-to-toe against these gats for Tank. Tank hasn't taken a hell of a lot of damage though, but there is another technical in the base, and killing some trucks actually. Maybe Excal wants to do some dozer hunting. But yeah, he's at least harassing. That's some good damage to slow down the tank at least. And he's also harassing here, keeping him busy. But these quads eventually should get cleared up without really achieving too much. Like, he's killed one gat there, but they eventually are all getting cleared up. Because quads are quite weak against tank gats. Well, quite weak against gats in general, but especially tank gats. Tank gats are cheap, that's 700. Not cheaper than the quads, but they come with the veterancy as well. And when they spin up, they are much stronger than the quads. So yeah, Spalding is still only on 1 supply. Excal's second oil has been captured, but now getting flamed down pretty much straight away. SiZe moving out with his Vs. And SiZe actually collecting on 3 Chinooks back here. He's moving 1 now, but he's scared to move out that dozer in case of the dozer hunt. But he does have a dozer over here, though. Excal does have this middle build in the refinery, and he is putting his buggies a little bit too close to the missile defenders. SiZe, is the micro going to be a little bit more on point here? Or is he going to trap himself in this corner against the quads? A lot of these are going down here unnecessarily, I think. What is going on with SiZe's micro? Kind of trapped himself in there, and I don't think that really needed to happen. But these should always be beating quads, especially with Search and Destroy, which, okay, he doesn't have Search and Destroy yet, but even before the Search and Destroy, there's still wreck quads, just with the right micro. But he kind of got stuck in an awkward position there. CC being built by Ammo in case of a dozer hunt. He's actually building another supply here, but is it a little bit too soon because they don't really have much defense here to defend the trucks? Ammo's pushing forward with these gats. Just have the chain gun now, so that tunnel will go down. There's a hijacker here from Excal, and he's probably going to get himself a dozer and some power. Excal going to lose a couple of buggies, 1 buggy rather. But this attack here from SiZe is just going to get himself trapped. I'm not sure he can kill a hell of a lot. He might kill a few workers to slow down Spalding a little bit. Ultimately, he's going to lose that. SiZe amassing a big army back at home. He's getting 1 oil for himself. Yeah, that was built too soon there for Ammo. I like the fast expansion idea, but only if you can hold it. There's no point building it if you can't hold it. Buggies here for Excal are doing a world of work, actually. And Ammo is switching now into potential mix. Very different game to before. There's no mass GAT ECMs like there was. There is some, but not even half as big.
My message, then you were blessed in luck. Hello.
Yo, Indigo Mero, thank you, man, for the donation. Much appreciated. Everyone who read this message is blessed, apparently. SiZe now pushing out with these Vs. Excal trying to hold at the top as well as holding at the bottom, but they are losing ground, that is for sure. SiZe does have this middle refinery now as well, but he's at risk of losing these Vs here. Does not have ECMs mixed in like they had in the previous game. Yeah, not keeping their army together. SiZe coming in with the A10. MiG comes in, kills one buggy, loses one MiG in return. Excal trying to hold up here at the front, but there's basically one tunnel now as their main presence here. But they are holding. But I think if they combine the ECMs with the Vs and maybe a couple of Gats and charge at that tunnel, I think they can do it. Just then they're not grouping them together like in the previous game. SiZe keeps going away from the ECM, so I think they should put them together. I don't understand why they're not together and pushing, because the Vs wreck this, but with the ECMs. They need to push together, and they are pushing together now. Ammo is really keen on getting that supply. Yeah, you see now these buggies are not even half as effective with the ECMs there. So nice team play there from Ammo. I think they've said let's keep them together. And they are pushing the GLAs back. SiZe behind this though is making one drop zone. He's got his search and destroy out. Excal's got... Ooh, he's lost his power actually. Ammo is collecting from this supply now. Excal trying to kill this middle refinery, but Spalding is in a world of pain. He's been on one supply as GLA for a very long time, and that's not a position as any army that you want to be in, but especially GLA. You need to be on 2, the very minimum, to kind of get yourself going into the later game. These ECMs need to be moving a little bit more, but they are protecting these Vs. Finally now they're grouping up and seeing the wonders that they did in the previous game happen here also. Excal's got a fair few quads here and there, but yeah, losing his power is a big hit. Excal building his CC. He's only collected on 2 workers over here, but Spalding is about to get absolutely wrecked. Here comes another MiG, takes out another buggy.
Love you, don't
GG from Spalding. He's selling his stuff. I'm going to quit out. Yo, Indigo Mero, thank you very much. The £2 donation. Much appreciated, Lucky Dummy. My lucky day. I was building another drop zone. Excal taking this out. Spalding is now knocked out, and Excal is in the 2v1 situation against the tank and against the USA Vs and Search and Destroy Vs. I think it's going to be a very tall order. If any man is for the job, it might be Excal the best candidate. Well, definitely Excal the best candidate, but not quite sure that it can be done. Excal does have a lot of buggies out there. How many MiGs are in the air, though? That's the thing. SiZe now pushing in. He might suicide his Vs just to kill the markets whilst Excal's distracted out here. Might be a good thing to do is taking out the markets, because if you kill Excal's economy, he can't really survive on just 2 markets, I think. So yeah, this is a really good distraction by Ammo at the front. Meanwhile, SiZe is in the back here killing the markets. So very nicely played. It's looking like a 3-1 situation, as Forks said in the chat. But these buggies are coming back to defend it, but he's already lost 2 buggies there. Sorry, 2 markets. Pretty said that Excal get power. He did earlier on, but then his power plant got killed. SiZe making plenty of drop zones. This is the supply lines upgrade, which is an upgrade you definitely should get. Is this a more convincing win here for SiZe and Ammo if they do get the win, do you think? Or is it a more convincing win for the previous game? I think it's probably more convincing for Ammo and SiZe here, because I think it is going quicker. The last game lasted absolutely ages, even though Excal was a beast in that game. But yeah, GG. And SiZe and Ammo get themselves a little bit of confidence, get themselves on the scoreboard here. 3-1 is now the score. Okay, so now it will be SiZe Ammo map pick. Yo, Russian dude, welcome to the channel.
You have been defeated.
Okay, what have we got here? USA and Demo against China and Air Force. This could be a interesting one for sure. I think China and Air definitely got the advantage here. Yeah, going to be an interesting game. Yeah, Popo in the chat says this tank and USA own 2 GLAs. To be honest, on this map, I highly rate the tank and the USA. If it was other maps, maybe you'd be picking the GLA. I think the terrain does depend a lot on it. I think tank can easily kick that GLA off that unsafe supply, which we saw multiple times. So yeah, what are we going to see here? This is going to be very, very interesting. I think Excal and Spalding definitely have to make something happen, because otherwise they'll be against loads and loads of Raptors. So over here on the right hand side, we've got Excal with the USA. So Liquid Words, welcome to the channel. With the purple, and we've got Spalding with the GLA Demo in the yellow. Big size with the China Vanilla in the green, and Ammo with the red USA Air Force. So Ammo looks like he's going for War Factory build, which will be V's and missile defenders, not the Raps. And SiZe, meanwhile, is actually going for a keep in CC War Factory and Barracks build. Did not expect this. I actually expected 2 War Factories here from SiZe and then double airfield from Ammo. That's what I thought, but yeah, apparently I'm wrong. Spalding, Abadaba here. Looks like he's going for a TNT. Only 2 terrorists prepared so far. Excal is dropping off 1 Ranger and then coming in with this drop. Is he going to put some guys inside of this little hut thing? That could cause some problems. Or is he going to drop around the back? And actually, SiZe knows there could be a drop coming because he's sending a Red Guard back here. But there is a Dozer as well. But SiZe, yeah, seems to be more than aware this is something that could be on its way. And the tank into there will chase away the Dozer. Yo, Julian Caro in the chat. Welcome, man. Okay, Excal doing some nice pressure so far. Ammo with the V's. He is denying the oil. It's going to be pressure on Ammo to make something happen now, because SiZe is getting kind of gangbanged at the moment. Ooh, the fact that there's 2 of those terrorists got stopped, that is a big, big win there for SiZe. Because if that War Factory goes down, he's in the world of trouble. But the fact that it keeps up, his gap reduction keeps up. Very, very good indeed. And now Ammo's being allowed time. I do think he needs to make more happen. He is preparing a combat Chinook, actually. And that's going to go across the map and surely wreck Excal. Or is it going to... Where's it going to go? He's going to go and stop this, actually. So SiZe needs to stop that now. Just go and send your gat somewhere else. So yeah, Dozer gets stopped there. And now this combat Chinook can just fly across the map and absolutely wreck Excal now. Excal's going to be in a world of trouble. Spalding on 3 supplies, though. He has got some quads out, but the closest tunnel to Excal is actually here in the mid. Ammo just needs to go straight into the base now. Don't waste any time. Pick off the dozers, pick off the power. Could hit the war factory here as well, but he's not actually hitting it. That's a 2k kill there. Excal now not able to collect on his main. He is in a world of pain at the moment. SiZe has managed to hold against all the aggression. Oh, liquid swords, not liquid words. Maybe he's out of capital on the S in the middle. Quads here are going to chase this away. Excal will be able to collect again, but he did lose his main supply. Combat Chinook now going to harass this. Ammo's actually the one getting the oils here. And SiZe is now fully established on 2 supplies, well, actually 3 supplies, 2 war factories. But he is losing some stuff here, unnecessarily maybe a little bit, to just some simple quads. Did lose a dozer there as well. Excal and Spalding on now, well, for now holding on, but again, Excal's economy is being harassed a hell of a lot. And also, he didn't get any one of the oils yet. Stu CAFC, he says, why did the workers do the mine search? If you click it, if you click the worker and press the L key and do the mine search thing, I think it helps the workers stay inside the building. Like you normally, if your workers walking backwards through your CC to get in position faster. I think you use the clear mine thing to help it stay inside the building. If you click it a few times, it can push itself out. So that's basically, I think, the reason why they're doing it.
Search and destroy.
So yeah, GG from Spalding, GG from Excal. They tried a strat, but actually the left team held strong. And it worked out very nice for him. So yeah, what are SiZe and Excal going to do in the reverse? Because now they're up against the tougher armies. China and air, very, very strong. Okay, Excal's Air Force, top left, position number 3. Spalding down in the bottom left with the China. Oh, we have ammo up in the top right with the USA in the red, and we've got big size with the Gilet Demolition down in the bottom right. What would you do here as either team? Do you go Raps and get Spalding to do the double War Factory spam into Gats? He seems to be pretty good at doing that in the previous games that we've seen when he's played tank or whatever. And what do you do as the right team, like for ammo and SiZe here? Do you do a big drop combined with the TNT, something like that? And who do you drop and who do you attack? Do you focus on the air and kill an Excal, or do you focus on the China? Lots of questions. Got big size down in the bottom right with a green, and he's playing with a demo. Up in the top right, we've got ammo with USA Vanilla in the red. Up in the top left, we've got Excal with the purple Air Force, and down at the bottom left, we have Spalding with the orange China Vanilla. The drone from Excal has been placed on the USA over here, so he knows what's coming. It's probably going to be a big drop of missile defenders, I'm guessing. But will it be on Excal or will it not? Excal looks like he might be going for a Raps build. I think he's going to do one airfield back here. And maybe the other one will be down here. And he's going to be reliant on Spalding to do the two supplies and then the war factories. He's doing one airfield here. And he's dropping the other one, going to be across map. And he's going to punish SiZe's secondary supply here. Ooh, where's it going to go? It's going to go here. It's going to mess things up big time for SiZe. I don't know if as SiZe you want to be more aggressive, because going 3 supplies tends to mean you've got less aggressive tunnels and stuff like that. Ammo's actually gone for a barracks over here. Where's Ammo's drop gone though? It's gone over here. This is good actually, because there's a gap here. Excal's actually brought his point defense laser Chinooks over. So this gap now will be able to clear this out. Nicely played there from Excal. Seen him do that quite a few times, and he's also killing all the workers here from SiZe. So that supply there has been a big waste of cash so far, and he's still making workers. Excal only on one airfield so far. Oh, here comes a demo bike. Nicely played. Kills the dozer. One way of dealing with it. Here comes the TNT, I think, from SiZe. And he's going to kill the GAT as well as the War Factory. Very, very nicely played there from SiZe. And it's Tech RPG, actually. And he's going to kill one dozer. So now, if he kills that other dozer... Ooh, he's left that one alive. What a nice little gift. But Spalding's left the RPG alive there. SiZe not realized about that. And that's a big mistake, leaving one dozer alive. 1k kill. Spalding just on the one more factory so far. Excal now on a 3rd supply and building a barracks and on this one airfield. Just taking out the Chinooks here of Ammo. Ammo looks like he wants to come in with a big drop. Nice wrap so far. Do the right team just need to be more aggressive, maybe on the air? Like I said, a big drop of MDs combined with the TNT. Would that have worked out better? It's kind of left the air alone here. Has the air even been attacked at all? I don't think so. Nicely done there, and now Ammo is in a lot of trouble. Big size picks off a GAT. He's building a 2nd arms dealer. Ammo does have 2 oils here, and he's potentially going to get 2 more oils here, but Ammo Chinooks here are just getting picked off, and this is big losses. Every hit is a $1,200 hit. Flamer now going to take down those oils, and we've got a laser lock coming in here from this mass MD push. But a nice hold there from Excal. No damage done to his V pretty much at all. Nice use of the point defense lasers there from Excal. 1V still goes down, but the V is now fully on top of that barracks. And yeah, Ammo's in a bit of a difficult situation really, because what do you even do against these wraps? Wraps now coming in, picking off these tunnels, and the GAT's now coming in. Is this a more convincing win here for Excal and Spalding? I probably would say it is. And another 2 Chinooks here are gonna fall. Yeah, this is game, I think, and the armies here just a little bit too difficult for the right side. Excal now on quite a few Vs. He's got double war factory. He's getting search and destroy up as well. And he has got the most XP and the most cash in the bank. GG comes in from ammo. A little bit anticlimactic here. SiZe might try to power spam here. Ammo is pretty dead, but I'm not really sure what SiZe will be able to get done against two very strong players. Air Force, Rafe, Leggy, hope you're watching. Because yeah, the rule was you're not allowed to quit unless you're dead, but ammo is pretty dead, to be fair. I would consider him dead. He had no way of income. His oils were dead. Oh, nice carpet though. Oh baby, not okay. GG. How many quads died there? Epic, absolutely epic carpet. GG, well played. 4-2 is the score. Yeah, what a carpet there at the end. Crazy. Okay, Spalding getting a drink. SiZe looks like he's taking his toilet break. Excal, Spalding, map. Yeah, shout out to Firat in the chat. Firat Demirci? Probably longest serving member on YouTube. Massive thank you for the support. He says, I am the Alpha and Omega. Respect my authority. Subscribe since the beginning. Really enjoying your stuff. Keep up the awesome work. Yeah, shout out to Firat. He's always here, to be fair. Always
You have been
so, good job, man. Thank you. Didn't see the armies then. Oh, wait. Yeah, that carpet was crazy. The power spam was late, but yeah, the rule was you're not allowed to quit unless you're properly dead. Ammo was properly dead. SiZe tried, but quickly failed with that carpet. Exile says not sure about Ammo's game plan here. Yeah, agreed. He says oil cap is nice, but top was slow and overall still not greedy enough. Yeah, I think the greedy thing is a good idea, but actually I think your best chance there is some fast aggression. Imagine if you dropped 8 missile defenders on top of the Air Force, and then you did a TT across map with an aggressive tunnel as well, like drop off a worker, do an aggressive tunnel. TNT like a supply or the power or something like that. and then start pumping out quads, kill the Air Force, kill the strongest player, which was Excal. I think that was the best chance. I mean, it's easy to say as the observer. But yeah, that would be my line of thinking probably going into that. Yeah, executing it is a different thing, isn't it? Because your worker could get stopped or your MDs could get crushed or anything could happen. So we've got ammo now with the red. He is with the laser over on the left side of Maguso. We've got big size with the China infantry in the green. Over on the right side, we've got Spalding or Abadaba with the yellow super weapon. And then we've got Excal with the GLA demolition with the purple. Ristekpa. Have you seen the Ali G thing? Ristepka? Is that what he says? He says it wrong. He spells respect wrong. Yeah, you have to see that. I'm just reading the chat. Okay, ammo is getting dropped by Spalding. Spalding coming in with the missile defenders. Only 2 missile defenders, so even... Oh no, 3 missile defenders. Yeah, 2 Vs you're going to need to counter that. 1 those are going to be straight across the map, but it's not really going to achieve anything, I don't think. You probably better late dropping it now. Dropping it on the back there, I think. 1 Chinook goes down there. Did not need to go down. You know these missile defenders are here. Oh, this is bad. Ooh. Yeah, this drop causing ammo. All kinds of problems here. Minigunner from SiZe. SiZe never does a helix here. Would a helix be very, very strong here? Probably, yes. Ammo trying to hold. The missile defenders are going to get cleaned up, but a TNT coming in and hitting this supply. That's not so bad that he lost the first Chinook now, because he's going to have to rebuild that at one point and get a free other Chinook anyway. Excal has tunneled his mate back here. The demo trap has been placed on... oh no, that's Spalding's dozer actually. Here comes the first outpost though from SiZe. Spalding does not have any flashbangs. And actually, if you start shooting one of these barracks, luckily for him, it might be one of the ones that is researching the flashbangs. I think, if any, it's probably going to be that one. But there is a barracks been built here by ammo as well. So Spalding in a lot of trouble here. But ammo at the moment is on no supplies. Probably now needs to sell his war factory, which he is doing. Excal's going to be forced to go back over here and help defend. The power they're going to be taken out. This technical coming in. Gets taken out as well, though, and the Ranger's now on flashbangs. So yeah, it probably was that one building the flashbangs, because that one was still producing for a little bit. So yeah, you might want to target that one, but either way, this attack is still doing decent. And where are those infantry units going to go now? Those are there for ammo, is going to get picked off. Ammo's still collecting somehow. Spalding is actually getting the oils in the corners, actually. Here comes a couple more technicals. That's the last dozer there, and the last supply there for ammo. Spalding has got 1 oil down in the bottom right. Power there gets hit of big size by Excal's TNT. Excal now making a few quads. He's preparing another TNT. And SiZe's attack so far has all been cleaned up. Ammo's still not completely dead, although he did take a bit of a beating, so he is slowed down a hell of a lot. He's got his Rangers here in the corner. He could get that oil, but yeah, no one has denied this oil down here. SiZe has just let Spalding take it, basically. Here comes another TNT though from Excal, and it is gonna kill nothing. Nicely done, but that TNT... oh, it was so well handled by ammo until that point.
Yeah, I watched Ali G way too much, so I always spell RestECP wrong. Takes me around 3 tries to spell it right. RestECP mi hermano.
Yeah, I thought you'd seen that. Love Ali G. Okay, so power's gone down, Doze has been picked off, and yeah, Excal playing very, very well, and ammo kind of getting picked apart here. SiZe now dropping down an airfield, but he's losing trucks here. And he's sending 3 outposts straight down the middle. So Excal might be in a little bit of trouble here. Airfield trying to be built by Spalding. Is Spalding dozerless as well, by the way? No, of course he's not, because he's building an airfield. This is only 1, though, but he could be hunted now by these 3 outposts straight down the middle. SiZe has even lost that supply altogether. Spalding... Sorry, ammo could be collecting from those. Tech RPG here might be able to kill this supply. SiZe is on the way, but is it going to be fast enough to save that supply? It's going to be close, isn't it? SiZe is in the main base, though, of Excal. Excal's taking a big beating here. There are flashbangs here, though. Stinger going down first, but is it better here to target the Rangers? Because there's a few Rangers here. And they are wrecking everything, actually. Ammo is still alive for now. Spalding has 2 oils. He's coming in with another drop across map. This will all be cleaned up now with the flashbangs and with the quads. Very, very nicely handled. SiZe only on 1 supply. His trucks are messed up because he's done mines on a bad place supply. Big drop here from Spalding, but it will get cleared up. He's trying to take out the war factory, but all the minigunners here will be able to clear that up. Search and destroy is being built, as well as the airfield already up, so it could be Auroras on the way. It's no doubt the plan. But yeah, the oils have just been completely ignored. SiZe has now gone a helix, but I think he would have been better off, you know, doing a helix from the very beginning. I think they would have got a win, and I actually think that's what Spalding will do in the reverse. And I think he'll just go across map, and they'll think they'll win it quick. That's what I think. Ammo still in the game. Big drop comes in from Spalding, though. A bit of a weird drop, actually, because it took ages to drop off all of them missile defenders. But this oil has just been completely ignored. Strategy center is in play. Oil now being focused down. Nobody's got this supply. Nobody's getting this supply either, actually. The SiZe has just completely ignored the bottom right oil. Yeah, the first Aurora is now out, and unless ammo's paying 100% attention, that Aurora can just come straight across and one-shot them Vs. Or he might just suicide and kill the production. He could hit between there. Okay, not between there. Could have got the double, I think. He's going to lose the Aurora. Could have got the double there, but at least killing the war factory is good. But yeah, lost a 2k Aurora there. When ideally... Yeah, you probably want to get a little bit more. You could have killed the barracks, but... Yeah, and then it would leave Ammo scared then because he's only on 2 buildings. Only on 1 building even. So yeah, Ammo's at risk of getting kicked. He might have to leave it to big SiZe. SiZe is actually hunted. He's only got a few infantry here and there. Oh, nice Aurora. Ammo quits. Leaves everything to SiZe, but SiZe GG's. Well played there, Excal and Spalding. 5-2 is the score. Okay. Big size with the super weapon general. In the green, current score 5-2 to Excal and Spalding. Up in the top, we've got Ammo with the GLA Demolition, and we've got Excal with the USA Vanilla in the purple opposite him. And we've got Spalding in now the pink color. Has he changed color? With the China Infantry. I personally think he's going to go for a Helix. And the fact that he's done a barracks that quick there indicates potentially he is. Yep. Gonna be a Helix. Few minigunners coming out. Droppers coming across the map. Onto Excal laser lock. Pretty fast there from SiZe. Maybe could have been a second faster. But either way, Excal is no longer collecting. But he does have a Ranger out already. Minigunner does a little bit of damage there to that. And now Helix is going to be on the way now for Spalding. Actually, Excal's dropped a dozer and actually killed some workers there, and also stopping the mining here of ammo. TNT from ammo comes in, and that's Excal's actual own supply. Only supply, rather. So yeah, Excal in a bad way already, actually. Losing his only supply because I think he only went one supply. So yeah, ammo now just needs to kind of hold, and Excal is kind of in a very bad way. SiZe has got an EMP up in his base. He's ammo's making quads. He's got a few missile defenders in the base as well, so it's kind of all on Spalding at the moment. Excal could get the oils. That's one way he could get back into the game. He has got the capture upgrade, and that could allow him then the extra cash needed to rebuild that supply. He could also sell the war factory, but I don't think he wants to do that. He's going to try and get this oil. But his Ranger tucked in the corner. He's going to be reliant now on Spalding trying to delay him as much as possible with this Helix, if not even maybe kill them with the Helix. Yeah, it's a flying death object, that Helix. So strong. Meanwhile, Excal is getting the oils. So yeah, still, I'd say probably still advantage for this team, because that Helix is probably going to wreck this tunnel. And he's preparing another Helix back at home. So yeah, I think a Helix is so much stronger. And this is where I say SiZe doesn't have that ruthlessness sometimes. You never see him doing a no eco or a Helix or anything like that. But here, Spalding is just in a simple Helix, and he's already kicked GLA off one of his supplies. Helix can be very strong. Yo, Deuce, welcome to the stream and the chat. Now, Excal's taking a bit of damage here, but the Helix comes in and just wipes out all of the quads very easily. And ammo's only on one supply now, and SiZe needs to clear up this infantry. He's going to have a very hard time doing that. Yeah, there's two Helixes flying around. There's this one, and then there's this one back here. So yeah, very bad news for SiZe and ammo. Laserlock comes in from there from SiZe, takes out the outpost. Spalding has switched into a war factory now, but he's still flying around with Helixes. Does he have one Helix now? He's still got this one back here. He's just left it. And this worker's going to have the shock of his life. Oh, he just realized in time there's still a Helix there. I think even Spalding's forgotten about that. The V is here now for SiZe, going to put on some pressure on these trucks. One truck full so far, but there are mines here, so these Vs can't push too far. There are MiGs now in the air, but no napalm just yet. And that's got loads of minigunners inside of that outpost there. Excal now putting on pressure on ammo. Ammo GG's out. Yeah, I just think the Helix is just so strong here. I think if SiZe had done a Helix in the previous game, I think they'd have been looking at a 1-1 in this matchup. But yeah, they lost both ways now. Yeah, GG 6-2 scoreline. Excal Spalding just one game away from the victory. $50 prize here by Cyclops. Who chose that map? Excal Spalding chose that map.
You have been defeated.
Oh yeah, we make a train. Champagne showers.
Yo, Ferret, thanks for the donation once again. €5, much appreciated, man. Okay, what matchup do we have here, teams? Nuke demo against Nuke stealth. Pretty much a mirror, actually. So this is good for SiZe and ammo. It's a way of getting back in and winning both, perhaps. So we have Excal down in the bottom left with the GLA demolition going for a super fast supply there, by the way. And we've got Spalding with the pink China nuke. Sold that very, very fast, it looked like. Ammo with the GLA stealth in the red, and then up in the top left we've got Big SiZe with the China nuke. So yeah, I think Excal is going for that very weird build that he does, where he goes for a TNT as well as the 2 RPGs, picks off one dozer, and then makes a demo bike to pick the other one off.
Light or Bud Light.
And then probably from this side, Spalding will probably make a Helix, maybe. Yeah, he's going for a Helix. Or is it a Gatlix? Nah, it's going to be a Helix. It's going to be a Helix across map on SiZe, combined with this crazy all-in rush from Excal. It's a very fast TNT that he goes with the technical, with the 2 RPGs. It comes in, he'll TNT the War Factory. TNT the War Factory, kill one dozer with the tech RPG, and then come with a demo bike to pick off the other dozer. That's what I've seen him do many times before. And then even if he survives that, then this Helix will come across map and wipe out SiZe anyway. So SiZe is going to have a hard time. He needs to get mines on that War Factory if he's probably to stand any chance. Here comes the technical now from Excal. Going to deny the worker there. So that Helix will be able to get some work done. because that support there is not going to work out. TNT comes in, and it's going to be a tech RPG here to kill the dozer, but there are a few Battle Masters out. Here comes another TNT actually from Excal. Tech RPG gets popped open, and that has kind of failed there actually. One Battle Master still goes down, but no dozers have been picked off, and ammo is fixing that tunnel, but no quads out just yet. So this helix now coming across the map, there's going to be no anti-air here at all. You need to get the anti-air out ASAP, or SiZe is going to get hunted and completely wrecked. Here comes another TNT now from Excal. Here comes a helix actually from SiZe. TNT actually hits the power. Helix actually gets loaded up, but the helix for Spalding is already on top of the helix there for SiZe. That's the dozer going to go down. That's the other dozer. First quad is out actually from ammo. Remember Excal? Oh, actually Excal is on 1 oil. Okay. But the helix for Spalding is still causing all kinds of damage, and that... This is what I mean, man, about the hard rushes and the ruthlessness of just going in. Now, SiZe's dozeless is pretty much wrecked in a mirror pretty much straight away. There was no... They're trying to play just a normal game, but sometimes these hard rushes are just so effective. SiZe is out. He cancels the scaffold there. SiZe... I mean, maybe ammo got a chance by building the power. Maybe. This helix around the back is going to get picked off. These oils still not captured. Excal is on 2 oils and getting a second supply. I think SiZe just needs to quit and give the power, because I would consider him pretty dead. Could still make helixes, I suppose. Could still make helixes. But a really nice executed rush there from Team Excal, which no doubt Excal came up with that. Another TNT comes in here. This is just an absolute obliteration, to be honest. Absolutely ruthless. But this is when you come up with a coordinated aggression that works out. Then yeah, it's just like, yeah, a fast TNT combined with the helix. It's just worked out absolutely perfect, and ammo SiZe are getting wrecked. SiZe is still in the game. He's making a helix, but Spalding's now on a prop. He's getting his own oils, and Ammo's just in recovery mode. He's trying to finish off his palace, but they're just withstanding the storm, but not really withstanding it too well, because SiZe is completely battered here. Losing his supply. He's not got his oils. He's got no trucks. Spalding's helix is actually miraculously still alive over here on the right. Yeah, I think this is game, and I think this is over. They're trying to hold on as best they can, but this aggression was just too smart and too calculated, too well executed by the South team. SiZe is on the last 2 buildings. He's still flying around with helixes though. SiZe is typically good in nuke mirror, but yeah, it's not quite just a nuke mirror. Actually against the GLA on the side, but yeah, looking like this could be GG. Helix is still flying around now for SiZe. There's quite a bit of anti-air around. Excal getting the oils. GG from SiZe. GG from Excal. GG from Spalding. Is Ammo going to try this? He's going to try, but quickly his bus gets shut down there. Ammo just quits out. GG, well played. 7-2 is the scoreline.
You have
Well played there to Excal and Spalding. That rush there just shows with a bit of calculation, a bit of thought, and a hard double. The hard doubles, if executed well by top players, then yeah, it always works out. So yeah, well played. GG's well played. Congratulations to Excal and Spalding. So yeah, if you missed the earlier games, Reznov against SiZe in the air mirror, rewind the stream and go and watch it now. I'm not going to spoil it now, but go back and watch it. But otherwise here in this 2v2 challenge sponsored by Cyclops, Excal and Spalding take the $50 prize. Yeah, I think Ammo and SiZe just need to come up with a little bit better strategies. And maybe a bit more hard doubles, I think. And SiZe needs to be a bit more ruthless, like with the Helix in it on Maguso is a really good example. So, yeah, that's the stream done. Cheers to everyone that tuned in. Hopefully enjoyed it. And yeah, hopefully see you very, very soon. Actually, tomorrow I'm playing against Fargo in a challenge at 17 GMT, and Zazon is going to stream it. Stanislav TV YouTube channel. So if you want to check that out, then you can see me play against Fargo. There should be some good games. Fargo's a good player. But yeah, it's actually a massive money one. You know, it's actually $250 for a best of 13 challenge. So yeah, it could be interesting. A lot of money on the line. Anyway, GG's, well played, and see you very soon.